This could be a bad show. This could be a bad idea to do a show. But let's find out.
Yeah.
From Las Vegas, Nevada, this is the Sherry Hare Show. Real people, real problems, and real therapists. You can submit your questions anonymously at podtherapy.net. Email us at podtherapyguys@gmail.com. And now, broadcasting from Sherry Hare Studios.
Nice.
That's Jim, that's Whitney, I'm Nick. It's time for some
So
Pod Therapy.
I'm just hearing this for the first time, and
Yes.
this was not in the script that I
It was
saw.
not.
I assume Sherry paid you.
No, here's what
I
happens.
was like, I don't know what's happening.
I have no idea what's
Is
happening.
So
you
the
making
story-
amends?
It is.
Oh, that's it.
Because
You can't be bribed, but you will do anything to make somebody happy.
As an I'm
As
sorry.
an I'm sorry.
Yeah. And that's 100% what this is about. However, there's a twist to this. So if you remember, this goes back almost since last Scoopfest. So like 18 months ago.
Yeah.
She reached out to us and was really nice about it. And
Yeah.
just said,
She's
hey,
always very nice.
Hey, I noticed that my name doesn't. I've been
yeah.
a supporter, and you guys never say my name.
Yeah.
And then so I remember this, and I was like, oh shit, I'm so sorry. We got it plugged back in.
Yeah.
Completely forgot about it since then.
Oh.
Okay.
So then I see her at Scoopfest,
Oh,
and
no.
we're talking,
And she's like, motherfucker.
She's like,
No,
look, bitch.
no,
Punched him
that's the
right in
thing.
the neck.
She was
if
still
she
sweetie
did,
pie.
that would be acceptable.
That's
That's
wrong,
because
perfectly
she punched
fine.
you
She
right
knew
in the
she was
neck
talking to
in
a-
your head.
She knew she was talking to a Midwest boy.
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
she
yeah,
just
she
has to
doesn't
guilt
want him
trip
to
the
cry.
shit out of him.
Yep.
Like,
And
I'm
oh,
so
she was so sweet about it because she
Yeah.
was blaming Patreon.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's like, I just don't know what it is. I know something about my Patreon. It just doesn't seem to work. Yeah, my name, but it's
And
no
the bad
big deal.
thing is that does happen.
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
here's the twist because I was thinking like, Sherry, you know it's not Patreon.
Yeah. You know it's.
You, me, both.
We fucked up.
Yeah, fuck you, Tangeman. I own 100% of the shit I do wrong on this show. We have a division of labor. That is your fucking department. Write yourself up,
This
goddammit.
is a shared business. We each own 50% of this. So then I was like, oh my God, I feel so stupid. I will make this up to you. And so I said, I'm very sorry. I will fix this.
Yeah.
And so then it is the first of the month as we're recording this.
Oh, that's
now.
right. There you go.
So I'm putting together all the names that we're going
Yeah.
to read at the end of the show. And I search again. I read through that list. And
she's
her
not
name's
on
not on there.
So it is Patreon.
It is Patreon.
Ah.
And then I went back again and I did it a different way. And then it did appear.
Oh, yeah. No, that thing is a bitch. It's
Okay.
fickle.
So
Yeah, that's the
there's
thing. Is
different-
like it can be because we have the same problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't always know, is this a Patreon problem
Right.
or am I a dumbass?
Yeah.
Because they're both equally plausible solutions.
Yes.
There
Yes.
needs to be a
So
jingle
here's
for
what
that.
happens is if I go in there and I just click search by Therapals.
Yeah, right.
I get a list.
But she's not on it. Yeah.
I get a list.
Yeah.
If I go in and I search by donation amounts
Right.
in the amount
Oh,
of
Therapod. That's where they'll show
I get
up.
a different list.
Yes. It's so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know why it does
That sounds like something's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
That's
was
my diagnosis.
planning
Shit's fucked
on
up.
making
Yeah.
this entire
It done fucked
show
it up.
Yeah.
about Sherry.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to. You
No.
just get the intro.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like I did my part because
Yeah.
this was definitely a Patreon.
You've had
thing.
enough, Sherry.
Yes.
Okay. We've gotten up to this
Although I
minute
do
still
kind of
talking
like,
about you.
I kind of like having a
all of it.
Patreon level where the studio just gets named after you for a session.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're like
I like
the
this as a
presenting
Patreon
sponsor.
level idea.
That's
this
a great
This is
idea.
just production meeting on air right now.
Yeah. I like
Since,
this.
is the
Since
background.
we are mobile.
If
at
you
the
are
time,
at
I
a
was like,
certain level of giving, we will name the studio after you for a month.
I will say we'll name
Oh, I
it.
was just saying, I said an episode.
One episode. Yeah. You
yeah,
can buy the
just
episode.
a session.
That is a great
and
idea.
name it after your name or whatever you
Or
want.
whatever you want,
Make up
which is the
Oh,
real
wow.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Because some people will stop and be like, oh, sure, call it Cherry Hair. And some people will be like, okay, great. I have a lot of
Yeah.
ideas.
Oh, no, you
no
can
racial
say,
slurs, please.
Yeah.
no racial slurs, no hate speech or anything like that, unless, of course,
Yeah, the Jeffrey
anything
Epstein
to do with
Memoriam
Jim.
Studios.
you can say anything about Jim
Yeah,
and Jerry
yeah.
Falwell.
That's right. You could. Oh, Jesus.
You could say anything
This could
about
be-
Jim
this could
and
do
Jeffrey
very well.
Epstein.
You
You
know,
can say anything you
Was
want.
he in
I
the
studied
file?
under many Jerrys. You know,
That's right. All the Jerrys.
I was. Many people called me Jerry's kid.
Jerry's, Jeff's, Jim's.
Jerry.
that's right.
Many people called him a Jerry's kid.
That's right. I was well known in those circles. Well, we are post Scoopfest, everybody, and we saved our recap of Scoopfest for the main show instead of tucking it behind Patreon because we just want to, tell the tale. We had such a great time. Our voices are a little raspy. It is literally the Sunday of the weekend of Scoopfest, and we are all in full-blown recovery mode. It has been a wild several days, but I thought it'd be fun to kind of tell our stories from Scoopfest and the fun things. The biggest thing to me that caught me off guard this year about Scoopfest was the documentary, which I didn't see coming at all. You'd never brought it up, just casually to me anyway. I didn't know about it.
It's not us.
Oh,
it is. Scoop JD is kind of spearheading this.
Wow,
with some documentarians.
Oh, that's so cool.
So they are the ones doing it.
Oh,
now I mean they of course.
Yeah, of course.
We gave it our blessing and everything, of course.
Yeah, welcome.
And we are participating wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
oh, that's so wild.
It is simply like I had one meeting with them.
Wow.
And just to make sure that everybody was on the same page about what was going to happen, and we had space delegated for them in the rooms and all, and they had confessional booths and everything. So yeah, obviously we worked with them.
Yeah.
But they did all of that. Truly prepping for them on my end was basically nothing.
Wow.
Sending audio feeds to them from our stuff and that kind of thing. But really, that was about it. They did a.
It was a big team. It was
job.
like a big professional team.
Yeah,
they were
and they're
all
coming
in.
back in a. I think they said, I don't know, a month or two, something like that.
Okay.
To do more in-depth interviews with myself and Matt.
Wow.
I think they want to get our
awesome.
wives in there as well.
That's really cool. Well, yeah, that was wild. Like getting to the thing and being like, by the way, did you sign a waiver? And we're like, what? What are you talking about?
So I didn't
Well,
know.
that was the waivers were actually me.
Oh, okay.
Because
Smart.
they wanted to, and this turned out to be an absolutely nothing thing.
Yeah.
But I wanted to make sure that it would be a nothing thing.
Yeah.
What their initial plan was to just put the signs up that say basically like if you come into this area, you're giving consent to being filmed.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel right doing that because it's a ticketed event.
Yeah,
And we didn't say that as part of the ticket.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
The
And so I just said,
contract.
no, I want to give everybody the opportunity to say no.
Yeah.
And or if they have a question about it or whatever, to be able to ask their question in good faith before saying yes or no to the question. I just wanted to give everybody the opportunity to say yes or no to the question.
Right.
So that, and I knew that would slow the process down a little bit for everybody, but I figured that was
That's safer,
worth it.
Yeah.
So the funny thing about that was like I knew the documentary was happening, and then that I just kind of pushed out of my head, and then later on somebody said something about the waivers, which I first thought was a joke, and then realized there are real waivers.
Yeah.
And I realized this right before the mouth finger butthole tournament.
Yes.
And so I was like, God, how rough is this tournament getting?
Yeah.
Like last year was just rock paper scissors.
Yeah,
format.
I know. They've
now
leveled
it's
it up.
literal.
No, it's full contact.
Yeah.
Full contact.
It is mouth,
butthole.
finger, butthole.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's in the name, Nicholas. It's in the name.
Yeah. We've simulated it enough years.
Yeah.
Now we do.
Yeah.
We've been practicing. Now we're doing it for real.
There was a Scoop standing next to me at one point who said, I'm really glad I didn't win the mouth finger butthole tournament because I got a job and a career.
Right.
And I can't, and this documentary is here. He's
This
like,
is
I
not-
can't be put all
I
over
can't be
the
put
front
in
of
the
that.
center of this.
I was like, that's a good point.
So I'm excited.
That is crazy to me because and that's a real thing, but I'm like, oh, that is so outside of
Your thought.
my thought process.
Never crossed your mind
At all.
one
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And like the idea that somebody would be upset with someone for doing a mouth finger butthole tournament.
Sure.
Like it's such a ridiculous
There's
thing. But
delicate
people would
places.
get upset about it.
There's
Yeah.
delicate places in the world. So I'm
And
excited.
those are
to-
mouths, fingers, and buttholes.
That's right. Those people are sensitive. I want to hear everybody's special memories of this year and kind of high points, low points. One thing that did happen, which was super cool, and I'm excited whenever this comes to pass that we can put it out through our side too. But I had reached out to Great Night, and I was like, hey, every single time we see you guys at Scoopfest, we always get along so well. You've invited us to come out to Austin and do a live thing with you. Obviously, traveling is always hard, and, it's
Jim's
never really come
gonna get on
together.
a plane.
Right. and it was so funny how well they handled this because Nick and I went through a mini crisis with this because poor Nick is watching me try to shoot my shot. and then like just watching me fuck it up, and then like trying to like talk me down off the ledge.
Let me paint a different picture.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Here's how this works. If you want to see the behind the scenes business
Pull the curtain
of what
back.
happens here at Pod Therapy as a business organization.
Yes.
I am so excited to hear this be said out loud because I think I know exactly where Nick is going.
Oh my
Jim
gosh.
gets us into these crazy Scooby-Doo like adventures.
I do.
And then looks to me. We get into the situation, and then he looks to me and is like, what do we do now?
What do we do?
And I'm like, we got here in your mystery machine, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
It's funny how often that is the answer you give me. You're always very political about it. You're like, well, we could do this or this, but I just want to remind you that I support whatever your decision is because this is yours. You did this.
That is very close, but not exactly how it looks from the outside.
Oh, okay.
From the outside, it
really
looks
pulling back a
exactly
curtain
like
at
that.
all.
Everything you just said was 100,000% accurate, except for the "what do we do now" part.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because from the outside, it sure looks like it's. Well, why'd you put us here?
Yeah. Now
What
this is
are we
just-
doing
here,
this. Now what do
What's
we do?
up?
Yeah. So I had reached out to Great Night and I was like, I would love to do a collaboration. But my pitch was, and this is where it was upside down, I was like, I'd like us to be guests on your show, but you be in Las Vegas. So we'll get you a studio set up and the whole razzmatazz, and then you can do it. And God bless them. I wrote 3 paragraphs in an email, and they're very busy guys who have a million. Yeah, exactly. This was way too much data. And so they just glanced at it, said, oh, yeah, it's Jim from Pod Therapy. Something. Yeah, we'll do a thing together. Yep. And so they write back, and they're like, yeah, man, let's do it. And I'm like, huh. That was easy. Like, And I tell Nick, I'm like, guess what? We're going to be guests on Great Night. He goes, hey, reread that shit, though. Make sure. And I'm like, well, yeah, I said yes. He goes, I don't think he read it, dude. So fast forward, I end up making a huge fucking disaster out of all this, trying to book a studio and then backing out of that because I'm like, oh, I don't think that this is all going to go together. And I'm stepping out of other things. They were super, super generous. Ultimately, I synced up with Brian and he goes, so I was reading your email. Walk me through what you want to happen, man.
Aww.
Like, just tell me what you want. And I was like, hey, man, at this point, I will take any kind of interaction at all. It'd be fun. But yeah, like in a perfect world, it would have been really cool to just be on your show. But like, we can't make it to Austin. It's really hard to do. And he goes, okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to make good on a promise from 2 years ago that you guys would be on our show. We're going to fucking do it. And so he goes and gets Justin. He drags his ass in the room. Justin, who I believe became annoyed with me starting right then. I think before that moment, I don't think I existed in Justin's brain at all. I don't think he knew that I existed. It was like, that therapy show that's friends with Jacob. Great. That's about it. And from that moment on, I remember he walked in the room. He's so disappointed because he's like, what are we doing? And Brian left to go use the bathroom. So here I am sitting in Brian's room. Justin gets summoned into the room and he's like, hey, who are you? And I'm like, my name's Jim. I'm a therapist. Like, you're going to do a show.
I'm best of Las Vegas.
And he goes, okay. So,
Jim, I have a question for you that just occurred to me.
Yeah.
When you meet just a new person, not a new person as a client or anything else, but just a new person. Say your wife introduces you to a friend, a colleague of hers.
Yeah.
Do you introduce yourself and say, hi, I'm Jim, I'm a therapist every time?
Oh, yeah, it's pretty common.
Do you introduce yourself as a therapist
or
immediately?
A colonel? I like throw on colonel as well. Yeah, like
Colonel doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah. So he is just bewildered, and I'm just sitting there like waiting for Brian to come back. So Brian comes back, and he ends up saying, hey, man, we're gonna do an episode of Great Night. This is Jim. He's from Pod Therapy. Let's just go. And so like, great. They need no prep. They just jump in, have a great time with it. So we ended up doing this whole set from their hotel room. They have it videoed and stuff. So they're going to release that at some point. I'll get a hold of it and pump it through our stuff as well so people can find it. But it was super, super cool. That was like this really big high moment where I was like, wow, that was really fun. And like, it was neat to see them do their craft and be on somebody else's show. And like, that was super sweet of them to do this and put up with my bullshit and all my neurotic shit. I was super happy. Then we go do our trivia battle against ICS. Another great high point.
Yep.
Where we won. We were glorious and victorious. And I'm going to tell you why we won. Because Paul Mattingly does not understand what gamesmanship means. Because at the end, he's like, I have an idea. Let's duplicate their answer. And it was like, Paul, this is your one chance to get more points than us. Like, we have one over you. If you duplicate our answer, you are conceding the match. And so thank you, Paul, for just giving it away there at the end.
You mean it wasn't Jacob sabotaging?
Jacob sabotaged us.
I did successfully sabotage you guys.
Saboteur.
That's true. Yeah. But
that only cost you 1 point. It was not enough to.
I don't
to
remember
sway
the
match.
last time we tagged Jacob in and he got us a right answer. I don't
think it's ever happened.
I don't think it's ever happened either. I mean, the bit is good. We got to keep doing
it.
I mean, everybody likes the bit.
Stop anytime.
So that was a pretty cool high point.
All you have to do is call the bride a cunt.
That's right. Patreon.com/therapy. You can find out that
Jake has
whole
been
theory.
trying to do it, and we just
There's a
keep
whole
asking
thing around
back.
I'm fine with it.
So that was pretty cool. But then whenever the big title fight trivia happened, where Great Night versus ICS, that's going on. And I'm so excited. I'm just having a great day this day. There's nothing required of me. All of my performance stuff with ICS and Scoopfest is now complete. We did our trivia. We had our fun. Great. I am just a spectator now. I'm enjoying it. It was a killer day. And then Great Night out of nowhere, Brian just fucking calls me up to the table. And like,
you didn't know he was going to do that?
Not a clue.
I didn't know that either. I thought
I
he was
didn't
in on
know
it.
this at all.
See, this is new data. This is new information for me.
Did you know
new
he was going to
information
do
to
that?
me.
No.
You played the music immediately. You did not
Because he's
hesitate.
good at his job.
I'm quick.
Yeah,
I'm good at what I do.
You
Jim.
know
think that
who's
this was
sitting here with us,
discussed.
right?
So, like, I'm just...
You played the music.
I was
This is-
about to leave the
this is-
room.
This is literally what I do. I
You
play
just
this
click
music. This is
button.
it.
Yeah.
That's his job, is listening
Oh
for
my
when
God.
timed things can
So
be played. Like,
they're in the middle of the game, and all of a sudden they get like a science question. And Brian like has this whole like thing where he's like, "We're calling up Jim from Pod Therapy," and then like the music starts playing. I'm like, "What the shit?" And I'm in the back getting a beer, and I'm like, "What?" And so like I turn around, and I'm like.
That was not what it looked like from the stage. It looked like you were aware that you were going to get called up.
I'm so glad it came off
he
that
stood
way.
up. I was like, oh, that's why he stood up, because
Yeah.
he was
They
sitting
thought
with
that
me
I
and
was in
Nick,
on
and
it.
he got up and
Yeah.
waited.
No, I was getting a beer.
You looked like you played it well then, because you looked like you were in on it.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
was good.
And I felt like there's only one move now, right?
Yeah, no,
like
you have to
there
do
is
it.
no be bewildered. Like you know the assignment, go. And
Yeah.
so like run up there, get fired up, let's walk it, go. So then he gives me a T-shirt and he's like,
Yeah.
"You're on the team," and I'm like, "Okay." And like then I'm at this point where I'm
He's like, put it on.
yeah, put it on. And I was
T-shirt
like
on.
waving it around, and it's like, buddy, I am
Which that does
not
play
a
to
size
Jim not
small. This
knowing.
is not gonna fit me. But I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna squeeze my fat ass into the shirt
in
now
there.
for the bit. But then I didn't know what to do because I'm like,
Can't say no, Jim.
When we tag Jacob in, he does one question and then he goes wherever he was
Oh,
at.
yeah.
And so I don't know if I'm doing the one bit or if I'm supposed to stay. And so I'm trying to read the moment. And like I assume everybody else knows what the fuck's going on. And so I'm like trying to answer the question. And then Jacob comes running over with a microphone. And I think you and I were trying to read the other guy because I think you're seeing that I'm standing there long enough that you're like, all right, get him a mic.
Right.
And so like this is your chance because you're not on mic right now. So you ran over, did it. Well, that gave me the impression that this was all pre-rehearsed and that I was supposed to sit down and,
No,
and
that's
now
just me
take the
fixing
mic.
it.
So
I was just
now
fixing
I'm
it.
up
He's a
there,
fixer.
and now I'm trapped, and now I'm part of it. And you know who really didn't want that to happen? Justin. It was pretty obvious.
Really
Like-
couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that was the best.
About halfway through.
I haven't gotten y'all the audio of it yet.
Oh.
But y'all are going to release that on your Patreon. Is that your plan?
I actually posted straight to your Twitch the link
Oh,
to
you
the
already
video.
put it out.
Yeah, so
Oh,
it's
great.
already up there.
So you don't even need the audio from me.
I don't think we do. Some
Great.
people say that the Twitch expires though, and so I don't know how that works because it seems like an archive. It's just up there forever.
Well, I think it expires for a short period of time afterwards, and then opens up again. 'Cause
Okay.
I couldn't the magic bit that you went up there for.
Yeah.
I couldn't open that right away.
Oh, okay.
But then I tried today, and I could.
Oh,
Okay.
I want to go.
So-
watch
Oh yeah,
that.
I think there is a like a. This sounds familiar.
Okay.
I haven't really dealt with Twitch in so long.
Yeah.
There's
with
probably
with
a
that aspect of
freeze
it
thing that
because I
you
think we
can't-
just have ours set now, and so
Right.
I don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
And I also don't pay attention to it.
So here we are. I'm trying to contribute my little bits. I'm also trying to like keep in mind you don't need to carry this. These guys are all
Yeah.
pros. You just don't try to fill in the silence. You got this. Just add a little bit of banter and then shut the fuck up. So I'm doing a mostly pretty good job on the Jim scale of shutting the fuck up.
They were doing fine.
I was on the lower end of being a good shut the fuck up guy.
I thought you were doing just fine.
But I'm thinking this whole
Because
thing
also
is like
the five
planned.
of us can also run over anybody.
You guys are
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Like you're not going to slow us down.
No, I gotta
Yeah.
slow it down. So like I'm thinking that this is all planned, this is all a good thing.
Yeah.
And then the moment I realize it is not is whenever Justin basically just says it'd be really great if you'd shut the fuck up. And I'm like, and that's the moment in horror that my brain goes, oh no, no, he didn't want this. I shouldn't be here. Brian was trying to just do a quick, clever thing, and I swallowed the hook. Like, now, what have I done?
I mean, well, here's the thing. And I don't know this, but I know this. There's no way that Brian and Justin talked about that beforehand.
Yeah.
I would also be very, very surprised if Brian had a thought of how long you were going to stay on stage once you came on stage.
Yeah, and thought through that far.
Well, I tell you what we're used to. Yeah. Here's exactly what we're used to. Here's showbiz lesson number 1 for Jim.
Okay.
What we're used to is, like, when you call me up for the quiz, I don't stick around until you release me.
Right.
Oh.
You call me up, I do what I do, and then I leave when I'm ready to leave.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
So always you got to keep a little bit of your main character energy going all the time.
Yeah.
And go like, yes, fuck yeah, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to answer a question and then I'm going to book.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to go up there and I'm going to make myself comfortable.
Right.
And don't worry about me because I'm going to be fine until I'm ready to book.
Right. I was waiting to be released.
But you can't. You can't do the release thing because we're not writing a show.
Right.
We're not planning. We're not planning any of that.
Yeah.
We're just going with it.
Yeah.
And so, like, you come up on stage, I'm fine with it. I assume that Brian had a conversation with you.
No.
But either way, if I gotta go get water here in a second. Either way, like, he had an idea.
Sure. Yeah.
I was just going to see where it went.
Fine. I knew you'd be fine. I wasn't worried about you. And so I'm like, I'm just going to facilitate this and make it
easy to
seamless.
Now it can go whatever.
I'm going to make it as seamless as it can be.
It's gonna work,
right.
And it's going to be fine. And then we're all just going to roll with it. And whatever happens, happens.
We rolled.
Including
the biggest laugh of the entire trivia was Justin shitting on Jim, which was great. I was glad I did my part.
Also,
I delivered.
I will point out that was the second time over the weekend that somebody on stage told you to shut the fuck up.
Oh, was it? What was the first one? The magician.
Gabriella.
Gabriella.
Who stole my fucking wallet?
She's like, shut up.
Shut up. You know what? Maybe Jim's not getting the message. Just kidding.
Stop bringing me on stage, assholes. Like, I have a very specific part. So that was that caught me off guard a little bit. It turned into a great bit where everybody, like, the ICS guys are just having a fun time with that. Like, you just fucking clothesline your own teammate, man.
Oh yeah, no, we turned it because we can't pile up on you. That's not fun for anybody. It's not fun if we just make you cry.
And Jim will.
You know, it's funny.
I was like, no, we have to now make fun of Justin.
Yeah.
Also, it's easy to make fun of Justin.
Justin's funny though, because afterward he pulls aside to me. This is on stage. I think it was off mic though, and he goes, "Hey man, I'm sorry, but that fucking killed." I was like, "That's good, bud. I understand the assignment. I'm here to help." So that was pretty cool. And after that, I was like, it would be great to just not be on stage anymore.
Yes.
Jim doesn't want to perform wedding ceremonies.
That's right. No more fucking weddings. No more on stage. Jim is tapped out with
all
performance.
You have to do.
Yeah. Call him a cunt just one time.
Yep.
So those are some of my high points from Scoopfest. And then, of course, the costume contest, the Jock versus Nerd Ball, Scott fucking showing up as a human issued map that I have drawn that has been fished out of a trash can and meticulously recreated into an entire full body costume.
Yep.
That was glorious. And it was water painted. And it was so
Watercolor.
good. And then or watercolor. And then he actually went to like a map making company. It was like Randall to figure out how do they disperse colors on a map. Like what is the theory of this?
The right color.
And then he matched those colors to the
okay.
states I had, regardless of where those states exist. Like, but if Nebraska was orange, it's orange on his map. And like even if those
so you got states that are the same color running into each other and stuff.
Yeah. So it's just a
that's
fucking
cool.
mess.
Yeah.
It's just an absolute mess. So tip of the cap.
Cool.
That was
that's
my
great.
favorite costume, and those are some of my highlights. But I'm curious what some of the bright moments for y'all were.
I think probably my favorite was towards the end. We were all at McMullen's having a good time last night. And I went to talk to Sammy Scoop and Cody. And there was a guy, Mike, there who asked, I had a Best Buy magnet name tag on.
Somebody gave you a Best Buy name tag.
The creepy Best Buy.
The creepy
Best Buy name tag.
That's right.
I got lots of commentary on it. I was like, okay. But
the creepy Best Buy guy was a legit creepy costume.
Yes. So
kept handing out Cheetos from his breast pocket.
Yes, from his shirt pocket. That was great.
That one Cheeto.
I think it was
pull one out. Pull out a single Cheeto.
Oh God. But I think it was his wife who was like, oh, hey, I see you have the name tag. Do you want another one just to like give to someone? This is the last one. I was like, sure. I'm sure someone will want this. Like people have commented on it.
Right.
So literally like 5 minutes later, I'm talking to Sammy Scoop and this guy dressed as Starbucks, Matt's first job, Starbucks.
Oh yeah.
Matt Donnelly, the Starbucks barista.
Yes, with the
crab claws.
Claws, yes. He starts chatting. He's like, oh, I haven't listened to your podcast or whatever. And I was like, that's okay. You should if you're interested, whatever. Like Sammy's hyping it up. And he looks at me, he goes, oh my gosh, creepy Best Buy guy. I was like, yes. He's like, where did you get that? I was like, and I reach in my pocket and pull out the Best Buy thing. He's like, yes. Like, he's like, my night is made. This is amazing. Like, he's from Canada. It was actually the guy who came up on stage.
Yeah.
His name's Mike, I think.
I believe so.
Mike's chatting with me, and we bring up Nightmare Before Christmas because I love Nightmare Before Christmas, and this is my tired brain math. I was
By the way, it's technical Scooport, and I don't remember if his name. I don't remember if his name is Mike or not. I think it is.
I think it's Mike.
Mike, if you're listening, or technical Scooport, because I know that's your name.
Yeah.
If you're listening and your name's not Mike, sorry, I remember your Scoop name.
No, I'm pretty sure it was Mike, but I could be wrong. So technical Scooport, he's like, so we started talking about Nightmare Before Christmas, and I was like, I'm a betting woman now. I never gamble. I never bet. And I'm like, Nightmare Before Christmas was made in 1997. He's like, I think it's 93. I was I will bet on it. Like, so here's my thing. I was 7 when I saw it. So in my mind, I was like, no, it was 97.
Right.
But no, I was 7 when it came out. So that would be 93. So anyway, I was like so dead set that it was 97. I was like, I'm going to bet.
None of us can do that math.
Nice.
So I was like,
did you bet your masters?
I bet $5. So, almost my masters.
Whitney starts small.
Okay.
Yeah, I told you I'm not a gambler.
I started small too, bud. First
that's
bump's
how
free.
It starts. Yeah, you guys are the addicts.
She'll be in a dark place by Christmas.
I'll have that masters.
That's right. He's just collecting all of our fucking
There's some finger tapping over there. So the best part was that I lose, obviously. I give him the $5, and he turns around and he goes, will you sign this for me? And I was like,
yes.
What? I was like, oh my gosh. And Nick standing behind me goes, whoa. He goes, I've been on this podcast for 8 years and nobody's asked me to sign anything. I'm like, shh.
This is
Nick,
not about you, sir.
This does not.
I thought Nick was going to be like, defacing currency is a crime, and I will not stand here and participate in this.
I've signed one autograph.
Oh, have you really?
Well, we're tied
in
then.
history or during this Scoopfest?
No. In the very first Scoopfest I went to.
Oh, did you really? That's
What
pretty
did
cool.
you
The
sign?
one that we first did, that was at Show Creators.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Oh, okay, I remember that. I only signed autographs that one time because Jake had giant posters, motivational posters made out of my headshots.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
really funny. And so then they piled them up on a table and gave me a Sharpie, and they're like, hey, sign these. Like, okay.
But no, like Sammy went and grabbed a pen. I was like, oh my God, this is silly. He's like, no, I'm not going to spend this. I'm going to, this is like
cool.
a treasure.
Aw,
and he's like, and I'm going to
souvenir.
start listening. I was like, okay.
That's so cool.
Do it.
That's really cool.
So that was
And
sweet.
now he can forge your signature.
There
Yeah,
you go.
So he's like, this is better.
Yeah. That is a cool high point.
Print your name underneath the signature,
Yeah.
What
please.
was your low point?
Was it the Irish nachos? What'd you think of those? Because you had never had them.
I like them. I feel like they were overhyped. You know what I did
They are a
have
little
was
overhyped.
sausage rolls.
Oh,
their sausage
So
rolls are legit.
fucking
Mullen
good.
sausage rolls are so
Oh my
good.
God,
I
that
was going to
was-
get those this time too.
They're so good.
It's like a nice
Okay.
breakfast sausage, like a legit nice
It's like
Irish
a flaky
breakfast sausage,
pastry
Okay.
puff
around
pastry,
it.
Oh,
my
damn.
gosh.
and it has like a mustard based dipping
Oh
sauce.
yeah,
Ooh,
the mustard
wow.
sauce.
Yeah,
Yes.
the sauce is real good too.
It was so
Okay.
good. So
Oh.
my opinion was the corned beef was really good on the nachos.
Yeah.
Those potato chips are like, they're legit, but they're
They're thick.
cooked.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Just I don't. They weren't making the
so
potato
you
chips. I
just
didn't like that.
hate the people of Ireland now, I guess. That's where the show's turning.
Everyone's
so.
hyping up the Irish nacho.
Yeah.
Well, hey, in Whitney's defense, one way to avoid another potato famine is to not eat the potatoes that you have.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
That's right.
So
That's
just
true.
She's
ahead
serving
of the problem.
potatoes.
You're
I
welcome.
like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
She saw a problem happen one time, and now she's making sure to not repeat the same mistakes of the past.
Yeah.
Yes.
My
I
low
like that.
point, Nick asked, was not being able to be there Friday to see Hazel's performance
Oh,
or
yeah.
Banana Jizz Guy's
Yeah,
performance.
yeah.
Oh, really sad I missed out on that. No, but I really was sad I missed
Banana
that
jizz.
day.
Bum, 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 bum. Banana jizz.
I'm not going to know anything going on now when you sing those
Yeah.
songs. So,
oh
yeah.
man, there's so much that happens in such. I mean, I didn't get to go to the Bucket Show. Then I had
Bucket
that
Show
wedding
was
on
awesome.
Thursday, so I missed all that fun stuff. Got there all day Friday, all day Saturday, which was really great. Another high point: SJ and the Ruckus. Jesus.
Oh, they
yeah, you were
always
their
deliver.
videographer
Great
for the night.
time. I know, yeah. I always try to get a few like good ones that I can put them online because I mean they're up there, they're fucking crushing, and they're
Yeah.
so good and so professional. They don't walk around with an entire like social media team that can help grab some content for them. So anytime I see her out in the wild, I'm like, hey, let me just try to help, just like, do
Yeah.
my part. But no, they are so much fun. Like I love that.
Yeah,
And
they're a
just-
great party band.
It is
Yeah.
such a good time,
fun.
and they just play along with the audience, and that is always a really good time.
One, they love the Scoops.
Yeah.
And I told the Scoops, I said it on Ice Cream Social.
Yeah.
They had an offer for another gig that was going to pay them more
Right.
than we were paying them, and the band voted, and they all wanted to play Scoopfest.
That was really fun. I did also like that Irish band that you guys booked.
aren't they
Oh,
great?
my
That was so
gosh.
cool.
Yeah, those are the guys off of
Violinist.
Matt's cruise ship.
Oh,
That's where Matt
okay.
met them. He met them on the cruise ship. They're from
Yeah,
Ireland.
it was a three-piece band: a violinist, a guitarist, and a flutist.
A flautist.
Flautist. Thank you. And they all just
Flautist.
fucking
We should have let him
crush.
say flutist.
Flautist.
for a while.
I know. It's flutist, Jim.
Okay, is it flutist?
Yeah, it's flutist.
Oh
What,
shit.
what's their name? Do you remember?
Pint of
Pl-
Plain.
Pint of
That's
Plain.
it.
Pint of Plain.
No,
Check
I mean
them out. They're so good.
they were put together by a music agent.
Okay.
They did not know each other.
Oh, wow.
They were put together by
They
a
all
music
lived in
agent
Ireland.
to work on cruise ships.
Oh wow.
And then they really liked playing together, so they formed a band, and
That
now
is
they
adorable.
work together, on
That's so cool.
purpose.
Yeah.
Not by accident.
That was a great act. That
Yeah.
man, I love
Yeah,
that.
they performed at the barbecue as well.
And we should speak about the magician because we tipped
Oh my
that I was
God.
on this fucking magician's
So fucking
like
funny.
Gabriella
thing.
Lester.
So we see her in the green room because we had just done trivia. She's back there, and so she's a sweetheart. She's like, "Oh yeah, I'm a magician. I'm gonna be performing after you." We're like, "Great." And I said, "Hey, if you need any volunteers or anything like that, like I love that kind of shit, and like I'll do it."
Wait,
And she-
you were asking for attention?
Yeah. I had not gotten enough from the trivia battle. This is the part where I was comfortable with it. I was good at that part. She's
You
like,
was
actually
he
where
started the stage of
everything
wanting
crashed.
attention.
Yeah.
And then he changed later on to not wanting
Then I
attention.
would, yeah, I
No,
had enough.
This is my theory about Jim.
Okay, here we
it
go.
is.
Here it is.
Jim needs attention.
Yes.
This is not the
Not
amazing
theory.
part
This
yet.
is the fact. Yeah.
He craves it. He's got to have it. It's his lifeblood. The problem is
You're
that
getting insight now.
the bucket he has to put the attention into
Yeah.
is so small.
But it has to be full.
Has to be full.
But then it can't be over full.
He has to eat 6 times a day.
Guys, you have nailed me to a wall. Like, fuck. That you just diagnosed all of it.
It's Nick's analogies. I'm
That
telling you.
is
He's damn
exactly
good at them.
it. And then once the bucket's over full, I'm like, oh no!
What did I do?
Time to run.
Run away!
Now what,
I'm
Nick?
gonna go hide in the bathroom.
Nick's just eye rolling his way around.
Jim is on stage, and Jim's just like, "What should I do, Nick?"
Yeah. Now what do I do?
I don't know. You're the one who got yourself on stage.
Yeah,
just stole my
for real.
wallet.
He's
No, my
texting him
debit
under
card
the
doesn't
table.
work. So that was really great. She crushed. She was really, really entertaining.
She was
and,
awesome.
She let me be up there for a
No
couple of
one
bits. That was really funny.
has dealt with you as effectively
Gosh,
as
she
has.
was
Yeah.
good.
She had you nailed to the
Yes,
wall.
yes.
There was nothing.
I was like, damn.
like,
How'd
really
she do
good.
that so fast?
oh yeah.
Like,
She just. I mean, it was. She established dominance
Yeah,
yes.
right away.
Very subtly, but effectively.
she's really funny, man. And she offered me a sticker like, toward the end. Just
Oh
like,
my
I'm going
gosh.
to get you a
I
sticker.
really wanna get you a
It was
sticker.
like- It was like watching. It was like watching. Who's the dog whisperer?
Caesar Milan.
Caesar
Yeah.
Milan.
Yeah.
It was exactly like
There's
watching.
this
You too.
chihuahua that's
Yeah.
running around barking everywhere.
Yes.
They just
And then all of a sudden,
You need a sticker. You need a treat. But she
sitting down
did.
now.
She's the boss. All right.
Oh,
Down,
my God.
down.
That was it.
Down.
2 sprays of cold water to my face, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, that was not water.
Go over. It was not cold, either.
And it was body temp.
That's right. It's 98 degrees. So those are my highs. Another one there too. But it sounds like you had a good time, Whitney, and this was your second Scoop Fest.
It is, and that's really the like main thing I wanted to share too. Is just the people are so
They're
amazing.
wonderful.
They're so
just so
amazing.
great.
Like
Everybody's
I can't
so
get
cool.
over how authentic and genuine everyone
Yeah.
is, and just kind and supportive, and
Yeah.
they give you shit sometimes too, but I love it. They know,
You know,
just the right amount.
They
It's
don't get
great.
enough credit for that because, like, I think it's a very hard balance.
Yes.
And this is, I think, a little bit meta. It's a little bit theory of shows. So, like, the 3 or 4 of us, like, you guys will tease me. It's part of the bit.
Mm-hmm.
If you treated me that way all the time, our friendships would be strained. It would be difficult. You know, we can't always go through life with kick Jim in the balls. You know, there's a time and a place.
Oh, we could.
You could. You know,
One of us
it
does.
happens more often than I wish it would.
Actually, I think it'd be a lot harder for you than us.
I think our feet would hurt after
I
a
think
while.
your balls are going to hurt more than my foot.
That's right. And like people pick up on the bit and they'll play along, and it's so hard to get that right.
Right.
But everybody does. At
Yeah.
It's
Scoop
tough
Fest.
to get. It's tough.
It's hard to get it right.
It's tough to pick up somebody else's bit and do it in the first place.
Yeah,
especially when it's at somebody else's expense.
It's a hard needle to thread, but people are really sweet about it, and like they'll do just the basic teasy, ribbing.
They'll imply the the meanness.
Exactly.
Yeah,
they'll,
that's a great
They'll
way
come
to
up
put
and
it.
change my name tag. Like somebody came up and put, Dr. Jim geography scoop, to
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
me up.
Good.
And then and somebody else saw that and comes over and goes, "Oh, Jim, I'm sorry they did that to you." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm used to it." He goes, "No, I'll fix it." Pulls out a marker, crosses off doctor,
Yeah.
and just walks away.
That is awesome.
Yeah, okay.
That is truly the perfect amount.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
exactly
It is.
tasteful.
I'm going to allude to
Yes.
being mean to Jim.
Yeah, I know the bit.
I don't even
walk
have
away.
to do it. It's just Jim. Mean
Yeah.
thing number 3.
Yeah, that thing they tease you about. Indeed, they do tease me about that. All right, have fun. Everybody's a sweetheart. Like,
Yeah.
just
Yes.
really, really cool energy. So you're right. The people are the easiest, the best part. So much fun hanging out with. And then going year after year after year and getting to just so casually hang out with people and it just becoming so much more natural. Like, it's just you remember folks. And that's always funny to me, too, because I'll see somebody and be like, "Oh, Brian, it's Brian Lehman. Oh, my God." And he'll be like, "Hey, man, you remember my name?" I'm like, "Brian, you have been sponsoring this show for a very long time. Like, I have seen you many, many times. You were in my fantasy football league, brother. I remember you. I know who you are." So it's just really cool to like forge those real friendships where you do meet people and you spend time with them. So the Scoops are wonderful. Thank you
They
for sharing
are.
your audience with us. When we were doing the documentary thing, they asked us after we whooped your ass in trivia. They were like, "So what does your audience have in common with Ice Cream Social? How did this happen?" And we basically told the history story of, no, we were just absorbed into this black hole. Like, our moon passed too close to Jupiter.
Yeah.
And we were just taken in on the orbit. And now there is no Venn diagram. It's a circle.
Right.
Like, their fans are just our people. And we don't have other people. Like,
That part's not true.
yeah,
That's
we've
not. There's
broadened
been a
out.
couple
Certainly not
people,
now.
Yeah.
I believe that was true at a time.
There was a
Yeah.
But I don't believe that is true now.
Yeah.
There's at least 1 or 2 people I can think of that said they found Ice Cream Social through us,
That's
which was
true.
kind of cool. But it still
Yeah.
makes the circle, but it's like cool
One
the
of-
route.
I remember
Yeah, it's the
last
other direction.
Scoopfest, Kevin Chamberlain and his wife had come out, and longtime Thera producers, and we saw them at a tiki place, and I was hanging out with them, and I was like, so tell me about how you found Ice Cream Social, and like, did you find us? And he goes, "No, it's the other way around, man. I was looking up organically search words for different mental health podcasts, found one of your episodes, loved it, loved Jacob, went down a rabbit hole into that." Loved it. You guys pitched Scoopfest, and now we're here, and we are
that's
having
so
a
cool.
blast. And just like that was like the first time ever that I was like, "Holy shit, that is so cool that
Yeah.
like it's organically that way." But
Yeah, it's
yeah,
rare,
everybody
but it
that comes
happens.
is awesome. What were your high points and low points here?
I would say my high point is just seeing the same people.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just being able to go back and we just pick up right where we left off. Just pick up that
Yes.
conversation. Just like, "Hey, so how you doing since last time we talked?"
Y'all
you
are
know?
so good at that because they've
and,
been following for so long. I feel like.
Yeah, well, and I think when you meet people in person, like I always feel like, and we kind of talked about this ahead of time, like, hey, if I don't remember your name or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
it's I don't.
I do like that. There were a few people I did remember their name,
Right.
but they still clarified. Or like I'm like I know
Which
them.
I
like,
appreciate,
but I
though.
told them I was like, thank
Yeah.
you for
'Cause,
clarifying.
yeah,
again.
like if you met 24 people tomorrow
Yeah.
and you liked all of them,
Yeah.
and then a year later you
Yeah.
saw them again, you're gonna look at them and go, I know we've hung out. I
Yes.
remember you, and I remember thinking like I enjoy you, but I don't remember if your name is Stephanie or Susan.
Surprisingly for me though, that it didn't happen.
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like everybody I met, I
yeah.
I remember you, and I
It's
remember
only been
what we
8
talked
years,
about
Nick.
last
Jeez.
time.
I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Yeah, and so I remembered all of that stuff, and so getting to meet a few new people too. But it's always fun to just have some place where we don't necessarily have to keep in touch throughout the year, but
Right.
we know
where everybody knows
we know where we're going to be
name.
in 18 months. We're all going to be right back here.
Right.
I'm
And so that's kinda
always
cool.
glad you came.
I hope we have a studio by then. Just kidding.
It's our
Yeah,
cheers.
that'd be nice.
Yeah. Was your low point when Justin clotheslined me during trivia?
That was all of our low points.
Honestly,
The low point
I
of humanity.
felt a little protective of you.
Oh,
Did you?
I did.
wow.
Did you really?
I did.
Oh, that's cool.
I was a little upset.
Wow.
I was like,
I can kick him in the balls.
Yeah.
you
he's
don't
an
fucking
attention
kick
whore,
those
but he's
balls.
our attention whore.
That's right.
That's Nick's job,
Yeah.
Jacob.
Well, thank you. That's very flattering. Good. You don't punch him in the face. I punch him in the face.
No, my low point, I think, was when it was over.
Yeah.
That's always
the
the
wrap
low
up.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The goodbyes. They're
yeah.
always so hard.
I after I got home last night, because we after the whole thing is over, we have to load everything up.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta
That's
pack
a
it all
low
up.
point. Yeah.
Oh.
And it's truly not.
It's not a
and it
big-
went
okay.
swimmingly well this year.
Okay.
Shout out to our safety cones. They just do a remarkably good job.
They do.
They are.
And they've all done
so
it now
good.
a couple of years. We had one guy, Colton, this year. This was his first year, but then everybody else they had at least done it one time before, which means that I have to explain a whole lot less.
Yes.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
get to say, hey, remember how we set that up last time? Do that again, and they go, oh yeah, great.
Oh,
Yep.
that's
They
so
keep
nice.
every-
everything
happens.
running so
They
smooth.
do. They do.
Yeah.
That's
They're
awesome.
fantastic. Oh, excuse me. I also forgot where I was going with that story.
Oh, the end
It
of
was a good one.
Scoopfest, and you got home.
End of Scoopfest. We were loading out. We got everything packed up. We got it all down to the truck. And then we brought the truck back to my house. We unloaded everything into my shop, which is right over here. I'll start going through stuff tomorrow and getting stuff stored away and everything. But after that, we went to see. This is what's happening in my brain right now. I'm just hiccuping. After that, we went back to McMullen's where everybody was. So we went. We went and dropped the truck off.
Okay.
Actually, and returned that, and then came to McMullen's. And I got home from McMullen's at probably 2:30 or 3. And I went and sat in my backyard for a little while. And I hadn't taken a shower yet or anything. It's like I'm just going to sit here, decompress for a little bit. Sat out there for probably half an hour, 45 minutes, and stood up. I was like, okay, I've sat long enough now. I'm going to take a shower and get in bed. And so I stood up, go to walk inside, and I walked about halfway to the door. And this has never happened to me before. It just ran out of energy and just stopped.
a literal wall.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm just going to take a break. Just going to stand here. And I just kind of stood for a minute. And then I finished walking to the house.
Wow.
And it's not like it's 30 feet.
Yeah.
I feel like that's such a good example of when our bodies need to push through something. Like humans can push through
Oh, yeah.
big, like huge challenges. We know that. But I think that's just such a vivid example. So thanks for sharing, Jacob. Like you have to push through. Like there's no one else. Like you are
gotta do it.
the glue holding this together.
Yeah,
And it's
you have
like
to do it.
you push through until it's like once you realize I don't have to, your body's like catching up. It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
And my brain is starting to hiccup now more.
That it can.
Very honestly, because I know once this show is over, my day is over.
You're finally done.
And I'm just gonna go because we had the safety cones over for our thank you barbecue today.
Yeah. You're
You
still
guys came
going.
over today,
Yeah.
and now we're finishing this up. I'm like, okay, great. I'm gonna finish
Finally
this up.
done.
Yeah.
I have to do a little bit of work and get Ice Cream Social from yesterday edited and posted up because that has to go out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But that'll take me 10 minutes.
Okay.
Not a big deal. And then I'm just done
Finally.
for like 3 days.
I was just going to say, when's the next thing you
I'll
have
go back
to
to
do?
Absinthe on Tuesday evening, but I won't even run the show. I'll watch
okay.
somebody else run the show.
Okay.
I'll run a show on Wednesday.
Okay.
That'll be the next time I really do something.
Oh,
Okay.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Finally
no, so
getting
I'm just
your
gonna-
break.
Wednesday's my first real day back.
Okay.
We'll do an ice cream social that day, and then I'll do Absinthe that day. And
Nice.
Do you
Then
usually
it'll be
try
back
to
into
plan
real
your
life.
schedule like that? Like around
Yes.
Scoopfest, you're like, all right,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
need
no,
those
I give
next
myself
few-
a
okay.
window.
Okay.
Yeah.
I give myself a bigger window at the front because I know that more work is going to pop up than I can think of. And then I give myself a few days on the back end
Okay.
because I couldn't have gone back to work today or something.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a lot. It is definitely, you need a recovery
Yeah,
day.
and like my
for
brain is starting to
sure.
shut down right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, on that point, we could take a quick break, and
Yes.
when we come back, we actually have a question from somebody who just attended Scoopfest
Oh, good.
about something that happened at Scoopfest.
Oh, cool.
You are listening to Pod Therapy.
Today's episode was brought to you by Jake Schneider, Malia, Richard Macy, Sonny Boy, Thunder, Cougar, Falcon, Scoop, Slipperkai, Motherfucker, Sandra McWaffle, Elena, Gabriella, Dame, Adam, Warren, and Be Gay Do Crime. And if you'd like to sponsor the show, become a therapy producer at patreon.com/therapy. You want some trivia, or should we just push right through?
Oh no, do trivia.
All right. So
Oh no, sorry. That speech was not. Let's hurry the show up.
Oh no, I was thinking for all of us.
Great, great.
yeah.
Okay.
I'll be
Yeah.
honest.
You're
I
not
wasn't-
alone. You're definitely the worst off of us,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you're not alone.
Jacob, I wasn't listening.
That was his brain glitching.
Yeah.
Don't change it for me.
Okay. Good.
He's a
Whatever
good
you said.
therapist.
Yeah.
All right.
You do if you want to skip it, but don't change it for me.
We'll just do a few here. Some strange and unusual celebrations, festivals, or events.
Scoopfest. Very strange.
Every
Sure is.
August. Let's start with Whitney.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Every August, the people of a Spanish town of Bunol,
Yeah,
I think it's
throw-
pronounced bouillabaisse.
I think that's it.
correct.
The
throw
bouillabaisse.
what at each other
Rice.
during the festival of La Tomanita.
Oh, if only we spoke
Ooh.
Spanish.
Oh, I think I know this
Tomanita.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have options?
Do you need them?
Tomanita? yeah.
La Manita?
Or is that what you said? Can you spell it?
Tomatina.
Tomatina?
Oh, then
La
tomatoes?
Tomatina.
Oh, that's it. That's, you're going to...
Correct.
Yeah.
Shoot
Okay.
Yeah.
for two.
Well, you weren't saying it
Well
right, Nick, to
done.
be fair.
Yeah, come on.
What,
Our
you
ability.
needed me to fucking pronounce
Yes,
it correctly?
Tomatina.
Jesus.
Does that matter? Does that change
Yeah.
what the word is?
Yeah.
In a different language?
You looked at me like, you need options? I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I don't think you're
Idiot.
saying the right word. But yeah,
Goodness.
if you're
I don't
looking
think
at
this
me
is
like,
as simple as you think it is.
Early
All right.
lead to 2 points. Well
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
Shooting from the hip. Respect.
Sweet.
All right, Jacob. The Mexican city of Oaxaca, which I believe is how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Wow.
OXA.
Yep,
Yeah,
OAXACA.
okay. Or OAX, sorry.
Oh.
Celebrates a festival each December featuring sculptures carved from what vegetable?
Oh. In December.
Cheese.
I'll give you.
My favorite vegetable.
Oh, that would be.
Isn't that a type of
that
cheese,
has
a
seeds
Oaxaca
in it,
cheese?
so that's not a vegetable. Let's see.
Oh.
Does it have seeds in it?
No.
Oh,
But-
okay.
But one of the options does.
Oh, funny.
You want options?
Tell me what that option is because I'm not going to take that one.
Pumpkins.
I was thinking gourds.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why I was like, oh, no, gourds have seeds, so it's not a
Okay.
vegetable.
So I'll give you a one of three.
Ah.
Yeah. I will. No, I want to guess from the hip.
okay.
I'll
All right.
guess broccoli.
Oh.
Would be cool, but no.
Oh, okay.
That would be cool.
No.
Passes the gym, and I will take those options, my man.
Potatoes,
Oh.
radishes, turnips.
Jeez, dude. I mean, I could see a pretty cool carving contest out of potatoes.
Yeah,
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm going to go with
Potatoes feels good.
potatoes.
No.
There's a whole industry around
radishes.
Mr. Potato Head.
It is radishes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Which are basically potatoes.
Yeah, come
Yeah,
on.
they are.
I should get the point. I think Jacob and I are in agreement that I was robbed.
All right, Jim. In Lopburi, Thailand, I believe. Lopburi, Lopburi,
Okay.
Thailand. THA.
Yeah.
D.
Jim, what kind?
Yeah. Not America. That's all I know.
A lavish buffet is laid out every year for which guests of honor?
I'll take options.
Elephants, monkeys,
Oh.
peacocks, or dogs?
I'll bet it's elephants. That sounds adorable. That they just lay out food for elephants to come hang out. I would fucking do that.
That is
Give me
adorable.
elephants.
No.
No.
Shit.
Oh, what were the other options?
I definitely just know this one.
Monkeys,
do you?
peacocks, or dogs?
Monkeys.
That's monkeys.
Yes.
Oh, that's
I don't
okay. That's the thing I was second hoping it was.
Yeah.
But
Good
You
job,
still don't
team.
get a point though.
Well
So
done.
I'm winning.
you
guys.
are
I'm
winning.
doing
You were
so
having a
good.
day.
I'm doing it.
All right, so we have a semi-serious question about Scoopfest and depression. So the writer, who is anonymous, says, first and foremost, it was great to meet Nick and Whitney for the first time at Scoopfest and Jacob for the second time. Hell, I even chatted with Peter for a few minutes, and it was great. Moving on.
Nobody else said that.
I know, yeah.
You're alone there.
Moving on, all was
even
going
like-
well. Night 3 of Scoopfest. SJ and the Ruckus were rocking out. We were all having fun. Then I look towards the front, and I reach for my phone, and I think, oh no, Jim's having a seizure. I should call for help. Then I realize, actually, Jim is trying to dance.
Oh.
That's when it hit. My mood shifted from fun to maybe nobody likes me. I tried to stick it out for a while, but I eventually needed to step out. By the time midnight hit, I didn't want to be around people anymore. I excused myself back to my room. I tried to snap myself out of it, but I couldn't. By the time I woke up the next morning, everything was fine. It was all gone. But now I'd missed out on a fun night at McMullen's, all because my dirty depression kicked in. I'm mostly managed with medication, but I'm looking for tips to help drag me out of this, even just a little, so I don't miss the good times. And then there's a side note that I don't have to read on air. Fuck it, I will. Jim's dancing did not actually cause this, but it was god awful. Thanks, Anonymous.
I mean,
loved it.
It didn't help.
You know, okay, I want to defend my dancing, if I may. First
Oh,
off,
okay.
I mean,
I'm not
I
trying
saw
to
you
win any
dancing as well.
awards.
I also went into a funk.
Okay, this is okay.
You see how he is today. His
Moves
brain is
got the
glitching.
Got
Jim
funk.
brings that funk.
I understand the assignment. So, like, when
No,
SJ
you're
and the
partying.
Ruckus get going,
Yeah.
it's like, hey, somebody's got to lead the charge.
Are you
Let's
that
all
guy at the
loosen
wedding
up.
who goes out on the
I'm
dance
the guy
floor?
who starts the
No,
dance
he's
at
the
the
officiant.
wedding.
Oh,
Yes,
you're
that's
right,
right.
you're right,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I feel like you're one of the podcasters here. This is your friend's wife. They're here to have a good
yeah.
time. Everybody's in the beginning. They're always like really bricky and like nobody
Yeah.
wants to come over there in the dance floor.
I agree.
So I'll get out there and just have a great time, and then people start to kind of hang out with me, and then
Yeah.
eventually you've got this critical mass of like there's 5 or 6 people.
Hey, you
just
started a
having
train
fun.
on that dance
Yeah,
floor.
we did. Actually, that was Thirsty Scoop. Thirsty Scoop fucking started
Wait,
that
it
train.
was? I thought it was
But
you.
I joined the train. I was the
Okay.
very first. I was an early investor
Oh,
in
okay,
the.
okay.
In
Well,
the
yeah,
dancing
so
Sees
is
a
it-
train on a
hold
dance
on.
floor. Jim is in.
Yeah,
Hold
that's
on,
right.
but is
Jim
one
is
person
boarding
a
that
train?
train.
Yeah. 2 people
gotta be
became a
2,
train.
so-
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
you're
Yeah,
right.
Thirsty was an engine. I think that's
Oh,
the
there we go.
beginning of
Yeah,
it. But
I love
it goes nowhere if people aren't jumping.
Somebody's
got
got to pull that train.
Somebody's
Yeah.
got to be there. So we ran a train on Thirsty Scoop, and
Good.
it was a good time. But yeah, definitely, I want to defend my dancing here. Thank you for also pointing out in your letter that technically my dancing wasn't the cause of your depression. That's good to know.
Again, didn't
Jim
help,
won't
though.
think about that for.
Yeah, but this is a relatable
No,
question.
I did. On that note, before we move back to the letter, I texted Jim last night. Actually, I was like, "Hey, good job.
Yeah, I know.
You did
You did
fine.
good.
He did.
Everything was great.
was
It
awesome.
truly was.
That was
Jim-
kind
Jim
of
did.
you,
He gets up
Jacob.
and dances. He is an energy machine up there on the floor, and that is always good to
Oh,
have.
thanks.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
It's just
Until
easy
he
to do it.
overfills the bucket. And
And
Right,
then
and then
runs
he has to
away.
run away.
Yeah.
Nick's like, dot, dot, dot.
Yeah. Until the bucket is splashing on the floor.
And this happened again last night. Fucking Whitney. All of a sudden, Jim comes bursting in. You didn't fucking invite me to your wedding?
Oh, I did this. I totally did. Jacob, you didn't. At McMullen's.
Dude, I swallowed that hook so
hold
fast.
Hold on. Jim comes up to me and goes, oh my God, Winnie, you're invited to Nick's wedding. And I was like, yeah, you aren't. And then I look behind him. I'm like, I'm not. To all the scoops behind him. And Jim did not see me
I
do
think
that.
the
They were
scoop had
dying.
gotten me going on this because they were like, "Oh, when's Nick's wedding?" Blah blah blah. And I was like, "Oh, I don't think it's planned yet." And they were like, "That's so weird. Whitney's saying that she's invited." And like, and so they just handed me up to her.
And
so I
love
like
it.
stomp across the fucking patio to Whitney. And I'm like, "Whitney, are you invited to Nick's wedding?" Which I wouldn't have this kind of fucking trauma reaction, except that this shit already happened with the proposal that she was involved and I wasn't involved, and I haven't recovered from that.
I basically picked out Laura's wedding. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
right. I was dress shopping. So like Whitney's like she, didn't miss a beat. She's like, yeah, of course. Oh, Jim,
you're
I'm
not.
sorry. You know, you're not. Like, and I was
no.
like, fuck.
You didn't get
this.
the invite?
Yeah.
Whitney, are you still set to stand in for Laura at the rehearsal
Right.
as well?
Right. Yeah.
I'm going to officiate.
That's right. I'll fucking go. I don't want to do
Okay,
it.
now you know what to do is get
Yeah.
Jim to officiate.
Please
to
don't make me
punish.
officiate it.
No, yeah.
I love. By the way, I do love officiating weddings. So you just send them all to me.
I will, honestly.
I have a good time with them.
I'm done.
No, but Whitney knew exactly what was happening, and then I had to explain to her like
I was gonna try and text Nick. I was like, "Hurry, go play along with this," and he goes,
"I'm not playing along.
Absolutely not."
It causes him more trouble.
Because I was like, "This is not Jim's problem. Right? You're not creating
he
Jim's
did
problem.
literally say, "He's like,
You're
this is
Nick's
my problem." Like, damn it, you're right. I hate that you're right.
This is why people are like, why is Nick never supporting the bits where we deceive Jim and whip him up into a frenzy?
Right.
It's like, 'cause I have to chase the dog down the fucking street. When you guys let him out, I have to go get him.
Because nobody sees the behind the scenes that truly are just Jim and Nick's texts. Nobody knows. I don't even know. We're not that good of friends,
You don't want to
Jim.
know. It's just me. It's walls of text.
I can
it's
only
me just
imagine.
sending walls of
I
thoughts.
can only imagine.
And then he writes back with like, yes, that's fine. Also, you did this. Like, this
Oh my
is
gosh.
I support you, but yes.
Oh, man.
To the writer.
Yeah, I've only been around for about 20% of those. I'm not around for most of them.
Oh
you don't want
my
to be.
gosh. Okay, yeah,
I
sorry.
don't.
There's a question.
I'm fine.
It's a relatable question though. Like,
Yes.
this suddenly going into a funk.
I feel
one
like
thing I want to say is like, don't feel bad about it.
Right.
Yeah,
Like now it's happened. Don't sweat it now.
Right,
Like
right.
let's work on the issue that you're wanting to work on.
Right.
But also let's not confuse the issue as even more so
Sure.
by like getting into a funk about being
Like
regretful
ruminating.
Right.
about missing stuff. Now.
Sure.
I can relate to this 100% because it was
100%.
This was me the first Scoopfest I ever went to.
Oh, really?
Before we even had a podcast.
Oh, the very first
Oh,
Scoopfest you've
yeah.
attended as just a
As a scoop.
Okay, yeah.
Because Jacob wouldn't even know I was there. This is
Right.
probably news to Jacob that I was
Yeah.
at.
Y'all
that
were in the
Scoopfest.
same.
Okay.
Because I was definitely.
I couldn't tell you anybody else that was there either.
What was your costume?
I didn't.
I didn't. Yeah, I know.
I wasn't even there for that. Like I was definitely a wallflower.
Okay.
Like I stayed in the back. I didn't. And I was very quiet. And then I kind of felt like I was frustrated with myself. Like I wish I'd have pushed myself. I wish I had gone out there a little bit
Right.
further and really engaged.
They are
a
all
little
so
bit more.
receptive if you do. If you just walk up into
yeah.
a circle, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, make the circle bigger." Include
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's amazing, but you don't know that.
It's the most inclusive. Yeah,
Right, you don't
you don't
know
know
how
that.
to do it.
You don't
Yeah.
know it.
And it's hard to do it that first time.
Oh my god,
It's the stepping off the cliff
yeah.
onto the what was the it was Indiana Jones. One of the Indiana Jones
Oh,
movies.
yeah.
Oh,
you had to
yeah.
like step off the cliff, and then there was a bridge that was colored of
Yes,
like
but you had to
stuff
trust
underneath
that
it, so
there
you
was gonna
couldn't
be
It
see.
was for the Holy
Yes.
Grail. Yeah,
That's
that's
what it
the
was, the
leap
Holy
of
Grail
faith.
one.
You had to take the leap
That's
of faith.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is like that. It's like once you're on it, you go
Right.
like, oh, great, I'm on a bridge.
Right.
And
It's fine.
Yeah.
My feedback to the writer is I think that now you've got something to look forward to for the next one.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because then the next one you feel a little bit more comfortable and
Yeah.
you know more people there.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then you can just kind of like to
flows
me
easier.
at this point it feels like just going to a family reunion.
Right.
Aw.
Yeah. You've been
Where
through
it's
this
just
time.
like, oh, you get to see all my cousins and everything I don't get to see very often. And so it just feels more and more comfortable every time.
Right.
And so, yeah, I agree with Jacob. Do your best not to. It's kind of uncontrollable, but
Sure.
don't beat yourself up over
Exactly.
it.
It's a very
normal.
relatable experience. I know for me, because like we joke about it, but like the cup thing is absolutely true, or the bucket thing that you've come up with, which is fuck you for saying it. 'Cause
No,
it's
it's a
just
small cup.
accurate.
It's a
But,
coffee
like,
mug.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's not exactly a bucket. It's like a Dixie cup. But like no, like my anxiety will kick in, and it's tough because like there's like performance Jim who can be running around doing his thing and kind of like entertain or put out good energy, but like that comes at a cost, and like at some point that battery hits zero, and when that happens, I become very vulnerable. And like this is something I said in the confessional booth for the documentary, which I don't know if they'll end up showing you guys all the things, but one of the things that I had said,
I would hope so.
I hope so, because I hope that at a minimum you get to hear what all the nice things people would say.
I mean, I kind of assumed that they'll just
Yeah,
send
they'll
us
probably send
all
it
of
to you. But no, one of the things that I thought about and I wanted to say that I did say in the recording was I think ICS is very special in the world because I think that they are brave. And I kind of conflate that with comedy. I think comedy is brave. It's hard to do.
That's so true.
It is hard to do. And like even whenever I teach at UNLV, like I tell my students, like I'm going to try sometimes in this class to be silly and to make jokes, not just because I want this class to be fun for you. I want to show you that you can be a therapist and you can be brave and be comedic,
Like
and you're going to
vulnerable.
fuck up. But like it actually, humor is a really important human trait, and like it really does help with therapy. And like I said that in the confessional too, it's just like that's one of the things I think ICS is so special about. It's not just that they are funny people, it's that they're funny in this brave and inclusive way. Like if you're sitting alone at the lunch table of life, you've got these group of guys that are in their own little world having a great time, and there's open seats at their table and they're welcoming you to it. And they don't give a fuck who's popular, who's cool in this high school. You can just come join them, and all of a sudden you're included and you found your people. And like that's a special thing that I think that Ice Cream Social does. But like to bring that full circle to what this writer's saying, for me, doing that, bringing energy, being funny, trying to be playful, and then you get your balls kicked in by one of your co-hosts, or like, there's a bit, or somebody, steps on your toe, or they don't realize your battery's at very low right there, like your shields are pretty low. I'll have these anxiety moments, and that happens every Scoopfest for me.
Yeah.
Where I will have these moments.
I watched you across the table.
You can see.
When Justin clotheslined you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why, like, I was quick to jump on Justin at that moment.
Yeah.
Because I knew I could just stop that right then.
Dead. Yeah, we aren't going to let this train run away.
Stop it right then and keep the bit going and keep it funny.
Right.
And then the guys jump in because it's the timing of it, and that's also what you're supposed to do anyway.
Sure.
And so like, but yeah, I definitely saw. I was like,
saw the life leave my eyes. Jim's out.
There was a little twitch
He's
in
like,
his
just
eye.
walk off this table right now and go to the bathroom and hide. Yeah.
And it's not
happen.
that Justin, like, if it's a boxing analogy, it's not that Justin threw this, big,
haymaker.
sweeping right hand punch. It's that he didn't realize that Jim had a glass jaw over there. He threw a little jab, and Jim went, "Oh no!"
Yeah. So I relate to the writer, and I feel like I'm teasing Justin too much. I took it in stride, buddy. Everything was fine.
Yeah, no, it's all fine.
We're all fine.
It's all perfectly good.
But no, like
Jim, he's not listening.
Yeah. Good point. Thank you for that.
He doesn't want to listen
Here
to
we go
more
again.
of you talking.
I'm just gonna go to the bathroom for a while.
No, but like I totally relate to the writer, because like I had tons of little moments at Scoopfest, and this always happens to me where I get so pumped, I'm so excited to go, it's golden retriever energy, and then I get there and I start spending that energy, and the shields kind of go down, and then I'll have a small interaction with somebody where just the slightest thing, like what happened to the writer, suddenly triggers me. And I'm like, oh no, did I do something wrong? Have I upset somebody? Are people saying something about me right now did I overstep? Was that not funny? Like, and then I'll suddenly like want to run away. And so like, I really relate to what the writer's talking about, because I have 100% done that. That fucking happened at the third day. You guys were trying to get me to go to lunch, and you guys were like, "Hey man, come with us." And I was like, "No." And you're like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yep, just sulking in my car for a while."
I know, I was like, "Get your ass to lunch."
I know, yeah. And you guys were like, "No,
no,
really, you should come with us, bud." And I was like, "No, I need to just fucking rehab for a while." But like this, I get it. And like, I missed out on lunch, and so like I missed out on other activities because I have to go hide for a while and like recharge the battery and just kind of get right sized again. So I really relate to the writer. And I guess, writer, what I would tell you is,
like, what do you do to write?
So, like,
what did you do in your car for that?
It's about
just
I don't want to know that.
Yeah, I furiously masturbate, which really helps.
No, but gotta get those windows tinted. Buddy.
Yeah, I know.
You got to.
Well, I'm also in the valet. And so like,
feel free to tint the windshield. I know it's illegal.
I know,
but if they pull you over for it, if you just explain to them,
and then I don't want to tip him because I'm gonna give it right back. It's just like he's like, "You can drive away, sir." And I'm like, "I just need a few minutes." Not much. I just, turn on Metallica, crank it to the loudest setting, and fucking go. No, for me, like, I think my goal in life is never going to be to completely eliminate the experience of anxiety from my brain. And when you live with a chronic condition, it's really about how much victory can you have? And like for me, that I attend the majority of the thing, that I'll run away, I'll retreat, I'll recharge, and I'll pop back in. That's a victory for me.
Also,
that helps.
So many people do that.
Right.
At
yes.
Scoopfest.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't just us. I mean, I talk to a lot of Scoops, and they'll take like, I got to get back up to my room for a little bit.
Right.
I'm going to rest for a little bit. I'm just going to kind of isolate.
I
so
do
it's
this.
very normal.
I do this at Scoopfest.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
We do. We definitely do.
Well,
it.
yeah, and you guys have to.
We have to duck out for just moments here and there.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it's like I got to deal with something else or like deal with a whatever, but like yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, at the Bucket Show, I didn't watch the Bucket Show. I was either on stage or out in the lobby doing other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those were my two places at the
Or
bucket show. I was
furiously
on stage
masturbating in
or
my car.
furiously masturbating in the lobby.
Yeah.
Jim's car.
In my
No,
car.
on Jim's car.
Is car
That was not
a
birdshit.
euphemism? I was like, is car a euphemism for something else?
There was some blueberry in it, but that was not birdshit.
Yeah, you should get checked.
No, I put it there.
I'm concerned.
I'm doing a game that I call Ookie Blueberry. And you know what? I'm winning.
You're winning this game of life.
No, I did think that the first bucket show, Jacob, when I showed up downtown, I was like kind of peeking in just to see, because it was a little bit over the hour, so I wasn't sure what was going on. So I peeked in, but I recognized your hair. And so I kind of opened the door. I was like, oh, weird. Jacob just like chills at the back. But I also thought this seems right.
Yeah.
Like just to step away, collect your thoughts.
I
Like
also
nobody's.
had emails to send. I had other
sure.
things to do. Like I'd work.
That's kicking off Scoopfest.
I was dealing with other issues that were also
Jeez,
popping
so
up.
much multitasking.
Yeah.
There were a lot of things this year that and we'll cover it on Ice Cream Social and stuff too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of things this year that just like almost blew up at the last second.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We'll have to listen.
A lot of
Yeah, yeah.
near
that,
misses.
yeah.
But no, on this person's point, we're all relating. I think that we're
Yes.
all relating in our own ways. And for me, at least, Ryder, saying my piece on it is just, I get that discouragement. There's been so many times where like I've left Scoopfest, then I'll come back and Nick will be like in tears laughing from a bit, like a variety show bit or something. And I'll have to ask like, oh, fuck, what did I miss? Right. And then I have to like look it up online if it's available and stuff like that. And I have to recap it. And I'll be frustrated with myself. So like, damn it. Like I really wish I didn't need to run away. But then I kind of have forgiven myself for that. And I try to reframe it now. And I say, no, running away and taking 20 minutes bought you the other 4 hours.
That's right.
You know, it
Yeah.
bought you these other things. And Ryder, maybe that's kind of how you should look at this, is like you were enjoying SJ and the Ruckus, you were enjoying the show, you were tolerating my dancing after you were convinced I wasn't having a medical emergency.
Barely.
And you suddenly had a flash of depression, and you know what? You had to respond to that. And it kind of is what it is. Kind of like you just got a bloody nose. It's always inconvenient. It may take you out of this for a while. It's shitty. It's frustrating. But just, I think my encouragement to you is reframe that as, you know what? I got so much out of this, and I had to pay for it with like this, burst of depression. But overall, my life's better. Like I'm in good balance.
What about talking to someone in the moment? What about talking to a friend? I don't know how
I
close-
recommend talking to Nick. That's what I usually do.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair,
I don't know because you're
Give
anonymous.
me one more person one more fire to put out.
I
That's what
was
need.
wondering that too, because that's a little bit why I was like, Jim, just come to lunch with us. Like,
Yeah.
you can debrief for a minute. Might feel better getting it out of our heads, because I feel like when I'm in those moments, if I'm too much in my head,
Right.
it doesn't always help. It might help eventually,
Right.
but it's like we can spiral as
Right.
humans.
Yeah,
and,
sometimes
like,
you just need somebody to go like, no,
Like ground
shut
you.
up, come here,
Right.
sit down,
Like, hey.
shut up, come
Yeah.
on, we're doing it, it's
Yeah.
fine.
and
I
maybe
think
you
that
still need some time. but I
My
think
brand
it
of
can-
anxiety, and
yeah.
I have many in my cabinet.
what?
I have many types of anxieties. But one brand I have is a fear of like upsetting others or like doing something awkward, which I know is hilarious because I do it on purpose. But like this thing of like I have burdened somebody or I've been off-putting, and like I am haunted. I'm haunted by every conversation I've had.
Yeah.
Like remember weeks ago we had one where somebody said, do you ever shout something? And I said I shout "fuck the police," and I do that quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And part of that is like the symbolism of like the police care about what you did right or wrong, and like you didn't do anything wrong, Jim. Fuck the police. You didn't bother this person. You didn't do anything off. But then I'll think, oh fuck, I said something awkward, I did something weird. And then whenever you have friends that reach out to you, you'll be like, bro, we'll talk to you, man. I don't want to fucking tell you guys either, because I'm like, no, then I'm gonna be off-putting and weird, like, because I'm gonna tell you like, oh, I'm in my head about this. And you're like, oh fuck, now I got to deal with this over lunch. Like, I don't want that for you either. So I just want to like self-contain my little bullshit.
But
and,
that's
like, deal
exactly
with it.
right, because you have to be in a mental place to be able to accept the help as well.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
and
you
so
have to.
sometimes
You
just
have to be
retreat.
in a place. You either have to. I mean, one of the two parties either has. One of the two parties has to have the energy. Like it's.
Right.
It is going to cost. You're in a funk. You're in a depression spiral. It is going to cost some energy to
Right.
get you out of that depression spiral. And either you have to supply that energy, or your friend has to supply that energy.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, like, if you have a close friend there that understands kind of what's going on and can supply that energy for you, they can sometimes
Right.
just grab you and say, like, no, you're not leaving. You're going to be mad later if you leave.
Right.
Go to the bathroom, throw some cold water in your face, take a shit, come back in here.
Right.
I'm going to get you a drink. I'm going to wait for you at the door. Don't try to fucking leave.
Yeah.
Sit
That's
down.
my brand.
It's going to be fun. And then
I like that.
And then 10 minutes later, if you have that friend who's doing that work for you,
Right.
then like that can sometimes pop you out of it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to do it yourself. Like it is all those different things. But you're right. You have to you have to be accepting of it.
That's a good point. And sometimes I know that it's okay to run away. And I think that in the writers,
that's the thing. I mean, nothing
and
we're doing down there is that
where maybe
important.
they don't have that support. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And sometimes you just don't want to burden anybody else because like my car needs a jump start. I don't want to make you have to do that. Right. Like
I'd rather call
Oh my
roadside.
God.
Exactly. I feel better if I can handle this on my own. So
Yeah,
it's
he
really
loves
not
handling it on his own and not calling Nick for everything.
And I do want to let you know, it's not a big burden for me. It's at this point, it's like asking Elton John to play chopsticks. Like it's not. I've got this down.
Yeah.
Like it's.
I know what to do.
Yeah.
It's like I got my plan up.
When the Chihuahua goes running down the street, I just go get some bacon.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Exactly.
One of my Super Bowl predictions has officially crashed down.
Oh,
I'm
no.
officially wrong.
What?
The Super Bowl halftime show has been announced.
Oh, that's right. They were going to
What is
announce
it?
that.
It is not T Swift.
Oh.
It is Mr. Bad Bunny.
Oh, okay.
I think that'll be interesting.
Interesting.
That will
be.
That's very interesting. He canceled all of his American travel and tours because of ICE raids. He didn't want his fans
I remember
to
that.
get
Yeah.
abducted.
I believe all of that's been smoothed over now.
Oh, good.
So yeah,
Okay.
so he's back
not
in.
gonna get
Yeah.
arrested.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It seems
Glad we don't
like
have to worry
all
about
of
that
those
anymore.
types of issues have just all been fixed now.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
good.
everybody's happy.
Everything's happy. Again.
Last I saw them, they were all singing.
Right. Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
It sounded kind of like a dirge, and they were mourning something. But either way, they were singing.
Yeah, singing's good.
Wonderful.
Well, anyway, Ryder, it's a very relatable question.
Yeah.
I'm really glad you wrote in with it. And
Yes.
you know what? If you take that time, I know it's a bummer. And look, I missed out on a ton of things, and that happens. And I'm like, fuck, I wish I hadn't done that. But we live with chronic mental illnesses, and so it's about finding the wins where we can find the wins and learning how to, take care of ourselves. And for you, that meant you needed to go just sleep it off and have a full reboot. And sometimes that's the thing. And if you had decided, you know what, I'm just gonna white knuckle through this thing, and I'm gonna talk to a friend and try another method, see if I can salvage the night. That would have been an option too.
Yeah.
And there's been times when I've done that, when I've thought I'm gonna run away, and then I'm like, nope, I'm gonna lean in and just hang out and have a good time and just shrug it off. And sometimes you get lucky. So it kind of goes both ways. But I agree with Jacob's very first point, though. We don't want you to absorb any shame or guilt.
No,
about that would be shitty. Like we just live with these conditions, brother. And
like
we're trying to survive.
now it's in the past,
right?
And now we learn from it. Now we work on it, and
yep.
I'm going to say this, and I mean it only from your point of view. We're going to do better next time,
right?
Because you're not doing bad by anybody else.
But you're gonna get better at managing your conditions.
You're at it yourself.
Yes.
Like I'm sorry that I didn't get to hang out with you more. If you were going upstairs, and I don't know who you are. Obviously, you're anonymous. But I'm sorry that I didn't get to hang out with you more because you were feeling those feelings, and that sucks.
Sucks.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I'm not upset with you about it.
Right. Yeah.
I want you to be happy and healthy and cool.
Yep.
And if that means taking a little break, cool. Like I'm good with that. Whatever you need to do, man.
Yeah, man.
Like, do your thing.
I wrote this letter, and I accept your apology.
Oh, okay. Good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Glad we're finally talking about it.
Good.
We are going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about autism. You're listening to Pod Therapy.
Today's episode is brought to you by Jake Schneider, Malia, Richard Macy, Sonny Boy, Thunder Cougar, Falcon Scoop, Serpicaye, Motherfucker, Sander McWaffle, Elena, Gabriella Dame, Adam Warren, and DJ Ducrime. If you want to sign up for the stuff, do the thing.
So I saw this quote the other day after, Trump came out and said that it's Tylenol that's causing all the autism. And it was a great tweet, but it was something to the effect of, are we really going to accept and believe that there was a pattern between taking this medicine and developing autism and the autistic people never caught it? Like,
Right.
What?
Yeah.
They catch fucking patterns.
Yeah.
There's 0%
Did you catch? Were you guys there for Penn Sunday School?
Yes.
Yeah.
That comment.
Did you catch
was
Reddy's
right.
comment?
Yes.
Yeah.
Reddy Rich, the
crushed.
director of Penn Sunday School,
Yes.
is autistic.
Yeah.
He is on the spectrum. And Penn brought up the Tylenol thing to
So
Reddy,
good.
and Reddy's comment was, "Yeah, my mom just quit today," or something like that. It was great.
So funny.
It knocked me out of my
That's
chair.
been
It
living
was
rent
so
free in my
good.
head.
That
yeah.
was a really good episode. They also kind of talked. Penn talked a lot about the decrease in tourism.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That was
Well, it was-
such a good
because
episode.
Matt and I laughed about that Penn Sunday School coming up a couple of weeks ago, because we were like, Matt was like, it's going to be Penn's first episode back in the country, because they've been out of the country touring, as
Right.
Penn Teller. He's like, that's going to be his first episode back in the country in like a month.
Oh wow.
Wow.
So like they haven't been doing episodes
Yeah.
this last 3 weeks, maybe it's 3 weeks, but however long it is, and all this shit's been happening.
Yeah.
And so like nothing. It's like it's probably good that it's going to be at Scoopfest, because that'll keep
Yeah.
us from going too far down the
Yeah.
hellscape.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of hellscapes, let's hear your trivia.
Here we go, Whitney.
Yes.
During El Colacho, Colacho,
Okay.
in Spain, men dressed as devils leap over what to symbolize cleansing of sins?
Butter.
Oh yeah.
It's always butter.
Definitely
Colacho, el colacho.
Yeah.
Gelato. They jump over gelato.
They're dressed as devils and they jump over something.
Yep,
It's
symbolizing
gonna be like
cleansing
some
of sins.
cool fucking fire thing.
Ooh, that's
want
actually
options?
Volcanoes.
I want
Spaghetti.
options, but that's a really good idea.
Okay.
Could be spaghetti.
Open fires,
Oh.
sleeping babies,
Also
piles of flowers, or buckets of water.
I mean,
Please
it's got to be the
sleeping
open
babies.
fire.
Please be
right?
sleeping babies.
Just let it
Please be sleeping babies.
Come on.
It is not open
Ooh.
fires.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah, but
That
pick
goes
the
sleeping
babies.
babies.
Definitely the babies.
Sleeping babies is the answer.
Oh,
Yes.
Wow.
Sometimes life gives you
Oh.
what you dream
How are
of.
they sleeping?
I can finally be happy.
Oh yes.
How are they sleeping?
Everything.
Still? They're like, shh,
And they
jump
dress
quietly.
like
They
devils.
knocked those babies out.
Oh, that's
Oh, those babies are going to sleep.
they are sleeping.
All right.
Wow.
Jacob, the
That's
town
so good.
of Oulu, Finland, Oulu, hosts a world championship for which instrument?
Ooh, which
Finland.
instrument?
Mm-hmm.
There's no hints in that description. I feel like.
You're going to want options.
Is it one of those? Is it one of those huge Ricola horns?
There it is. Yep, that's it.
Is
No,
huge
that's-
Ricola horn
Yeah.
an
You're
option?
thinking,
A shafar.
I believe you're thinking Switzerland.
I believe I am. Yes.
Okay.
Here are your options: invisible drums, air guitar,
Oh.
Wow.
lip trumpets,
There it is.
Wow.
or kazoo.
Now, lip trumpets is definitely just blowjobs. That's all you're doing. You're just
Here's the,
miming fellatio.
give me the
Very
answers
nice,
again.
Whitney.
Thank you. I'm very good at it.
Wow, she's
Very
very
good at
impressive.
lip trumpeting.
Give me the
I like how
answers
she
again.
fondles the bottom of the trumpet. That was
Invisible drums, air guitar, lip trumpets, or kazoo.
I mean, kazoo sounds
I mean,
great.
the bad thing is the
Lip
question.
trumpet is a good nickname.
Yeah, lip trumpet is definitely my born name.
The bad thing is
If we ever get away from Dixie switch tracks, I think lip trumpet.
Trixie. Okay.
Trixie switch track.
Get it right.
the either good or bad thing about this. My answer is going to be air guitar, and the good or bad thing about this is I went to high school with a guy who was the world air guitar champion
Oh my
wow.
god.
for several years.
What?
Oh, wow.
I don't know if he ever went to Finland to do it.
Okay.
This is my problem. But he was like
But that's a thing.
touring around the world doing air guitar.
What
Okay.
world are we living? Go on.
I've got follow-up questions. But
Yeah, I
first of
know.
all, you're right.
All right.
It is air
Oh,
guitar.
Good,
nice.
good.
Wow.
Did he play guitar for real?
I have no idea.
I hope
think
he
I
does.
think he does.
I hope he does.
Because I kind of wonder if that's a benefit.
Is that
or
part
if
of it?
that
They're looking
is-
at if you're lining up with
Oh,
the music.
I don't
Or
think
if
there's
it's-
any. I don't think there's any benefit to
Yeah, I
playing
wonder
it
if
for
it's
real.
It's
better if you're a
performative, or-
better
Yeah.
air guitar player if you don't play guitar.
No, I think if you just watch Motley Crue videos and learn how to play air guitar
Yeah.
by watching Motley Crue videos, I think that's
Okay.
where you want to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
My buddy's name is Adam Wilson. We went to high school together, and he would often dress up similarly to Randy the Macho Man Savage.
Yes.
To play guitar,
Oh.
or he would just go out like pantsless, just in like a pair of briefs.
Oh, that's
and
great.
play air guitar, like
Yes.
overalls, all kinds of things.
The man understands.
Yeah.
It's about the presentation.
'Cause we're from the same small town in Louisiana.
Yes.
And there's a certain sentimentality there.
That's right. He got out.
Yeah.
He made it.
All right, Jim. Held annually in, I'm going to guess, Sunkenjärvi, Finland.
Yeah.
The winner's prize traditionally equals the wife's weight in what?
So, okay.
But I don't know what the...
It sounds like there's a contest of some
it's
kind.
the wife carrying world championship.
Oh,
That's what it
great.
is.
Okay, so if you can carry your wife...
The prize is the wife's weight in what?
Okay, so this incentivizes showing
Definitely
off the big
McDoubles.
girls because there's going to be a reward.
Yep.
So it's worth whatever public
This-
humiliation she's going to go through.
This is where butter comes in.
Yeah. Okay. And
You
if
just
you
want
win,
a fuckload of butter.
you get
Butter.
the wife's weight. I mean, it can't be gold because that's insane.
Or can
Precious
it?
metals. Give me options. I'm not going to get it.
Silver coins,
No shit.
cheese,
Ooh.
Oh, come
beer,
on.
or chocolate.
Oh, it's
All
gotta
right.
be beer.
So the question is, this has to
That
be
can't
good
be
for the
right.
wife, or she's not going to fucking do this. So
And
it's
where is
not going to
this?
be beer.
Finland again.
Okay.
I know they've got
Chocolate?
cheese for days. I'll bet you they can do chocolate. I could see chicks being like, "Fuck, I really want that chocolate." And chocolate has staying power, whereas the cheese I think doesn't. Let's go chocolate.
No.
God damn it.
Cheese.
No.
Oh, sleeping babies.
I think beer.
It is beer.
Gotta be beer, right?
Oh.
Yeah, I said that the first time.
My,
Then
my
I liked
assumption is
cheese
there is
better.
just a large scale somewhere in the town square, and the woman sits on one side. It's similar to Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Okay.
Yeah, the woman sits on one side of it, and there's just a tub.
Yeah.
And they just come over there and fill that thing with beer until
Oh,
the
yeah.
scale balances out.
I love it.
That's got to be.
Challenging part.
If that's not how they do it, I'm
They're
going to be
doing it
upset.
wrong.
The challenging part is you have to drink it all there.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
just
right.
one person.
Nobody leaves until she drinks that
It's
fucking
not
beer.
contained. It's just a giant wooden barrel of
Yeah.
beer.
Oh.
I'm picturing
Just
more
a
of like
stout.
one of those corrugated steel dog tubs.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
wow.
Yes. And this is, you just belly up, right? Okay, so I'm winning, I think, is where we're at.
Sure.
Okay. Sure, Jim. But he needs
Autism
a win.
news and self-worth. Hey guys, the family watched a bunch of embarrassing autism press conference from the dipshit in chief and the environmental lawyer with no medical expertise, and we turned it off when RFK Jr. talked about reversal of autism.
Fucking good.
The moment really hurt my sense of self-worth and made me feel dehumanized. I'm an adult with autism. I've held a job at the same company for 18 plus years, with the 8 most recent years of that career as a manager. I'm also a father of 4. 3 of those children have autism, each at various degrees of independence. The oldest of them works a job at an assisted living facility and manages her own finances. She struggles socially and doubts her own abilities, but she's doing very well for herself. The next one graduated from high school with honors. She's attending college, made the dean's list 2 consecutive semesters, joined a coven, aka a sorority, and served as a chair in the organization.
See, you built up my hope there, then you just immediately dashed it.
I know. I thought the same thing, like a coven, and I was like,
I
oh,
was
sorry.
very excited.
And she's going to graduate a semester early. The youngest is barely verbal, very dependent, and may never hold a job or live on his own. All 3 of them are loved and valued equally, yet there are people in power who don't see that value. They treat autism like a disease that's killing millions and fail to see the importance of the neurodiversity in the wild. My 2 older kids with autism are part of their own communities, and they are thriving. My youngest may not have much in the way of a community, but he thrives in his own way, and he's a bundle of joy and love. Hearing 20 years of people treating autism almost the same as cancer has had a terrible effect on us.
Yep.
And we do our best to treat it like the bullshit it is, but goddamn is it exhausting at times. We know that the strongest info we have on autism is the genetic angle, and yet we keep seeing people try to pin so many environmental factors on it instead of researching how we can accommodate people on the spectrum to make their lives easier. It's all ridiculous. Anyway, these things are supposed to have questions, so I want to know, how can we on the autism spectrum effectively combat feeling dehumanized by the assault on autism? How can we cling to our validity and value in a world with a vocal minority who think otherwise of us? With love to all of you, even Jim. Your pal, Justin, a.k.a. Froyog.
Oh, yeah.
Good job just turning it off.
Yeah.
Just do what Jim doesn't say. Fuck the police.
Right, girl? Do it. Well, don't do it, though. You should say it.
No, don't. Yeah.
But, I mean, get out a ticket. I mean, shit.
Do what you got to do.
You got to do what you got to do.
Ugh, I hate this so much. I was just sitting here thinking, what's an analogy? Because I'm not a good analogy person like Nick. But what's an analogy for this? And it kind of, I went back to thinking like, oh, I'm going to get so many terms wrong. But like if humans, like way back when, we're not upright walkers, and that was like the best thing. You can run faster because you're using all 4 of your limbs, like all this stuff. And then eventually one person like walks upright and they're like, ooh, that's weird, kill him.
Right.
So like they kill him. And then it's like, oh, then all of a sudden another one like pops up and is walking upright, and it's like it looks like this weird thing, and really it's just neutral. Like if you walk upright or you walk on all 4s,
right.
like who fucking cares?
Or it's an advancement. It's a strength.
Or it could be an advancement you don't know yet.
Right.
But like let's keep it neutral. Let's say it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
We don't see that. We just see different, and that's not what is quote normal. That's not what we're used to, and so we think it's bad. And it's like, really, we don't know. It could be something amazing. Like we aren't giving people with autism a chance to like show their potential a lot of times because they're getting shut down so quickly or like shunned out of things. And God, this administration is really fucking just stirring
and it's so
the
much
pot
bigger
to
too
an
than the administration, because like I mean, going back I think over a decade now, so much concern about vaccines and whether they quote unquote cause autism. But I think what Justin's pointing out here is when autism is the punchline of every scary statement, you are pathologizing and dehumanizing us in a sense.
Yes.
And I think this is a tricky thing because the word autism and autism spectrum disorder are considered mental health things, right? And we talk about like ADHD in the same way. Like it's in our book of kind of quote unquote illnesses. And so that's an interesting conversation to have about like, and clearly like any trait or any kind of unique neuro reality, it can be problematic, but we usually measure autism and any other mental health thing on the amount of difficulty it causes to the person, right? Like all humans have some amount of anxiety.
Sure.
Some of us have a disordered amount. And the way we know the difference is that it causes significant clinical distress in a lot of areas of our lives. And so now we can measure this disruption. And I think autism it probably could be viewed on the same kind of scale where it's like, just having it is not inherently bad.
Right.
And talking about this that way is kind of stupid. And talking about ADHD that way and neurodivergence that way, as if the entire group is invalid or dehumanized or less than, that is way too fucking much. Talking about humans who have too much of any quality that causes distress in their life and helping them with that particular part of it, fine. I think there's a way to humanize it too. But yeah, I mean, this kind of talk has been going on for a long time, man. It's really getting serious right now too.
That's got to be so wearing.
Yeah.
Just like Froyo described.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the world constantly telling you that.
I don't know what the answer is. I think what's nice is more and more people coming out and talking about being on the spectrum.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like Ready Rich, and
Yes.
just being able and just being open about it and just saying like, hey, yeah, and I've got a solid job and I'm taking care of myself and all this. And I think what that does is it doesn't take away from the fact that we need to pour some money into research and we need to find ways to support people and help families deal with this, but not from the perspective of fear of it.
Right.
Because I think that's one of the things I remember Penn and Teller's bullshit when they did their episode on vaccines. And the point that they made is that, like, hypothetically, and I maybe this isn't their point, this is what I took from it. Hypothetically, let's just say that's the case.
Right.
Vaccines cause autism. If that is the case, if you vaccinate your child, there's a potential they could have autism. If you don't, there's a potential that they will die. So you're basically saying, I would rather my child be dead than have autism.
Right.
Yes.
How ridiculous is that?
Right.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, and that's the best case scenario that's what's actually happening.
Right.
And it's not. And so there's no research behind it. So I think that's kind of the point that you get when it's all fear-based.
Yep.
And fear and ignorance.
Yeah.
Like, I'm afraid of it and I don't know enough about it. And therefore I'm willing to believe some shit that has no scientific support.
Well, in my opinion, at times selfishness, because I think of like one family in particular that didn't vaccinate their kids, and their perspective was that, well, we're not at risk because everyone else is vaccinated. And there is like an anger within me from that perspective. I'm like, yeah, because everyone else is doing it.
Right.
But now if they're not all doing it, if you live in the state of Florida now, for example, like this is going to be a sad experiment on all those children.
I don't
that
have
live
to
there.
pay my club dues because everyone else is.
Exactly. Exactly. So they aren't thinking, oh, my kid's going to die. They aren't thinking my kid's going to die. They're thinking, oh no, my kid's still protected and I don't have to risk autism. It's just, anyway, that was my side tangent. Sorry.
No, it's bullshit on every angle. And it's idiotic. It would be like if somebody gave me a platform to talk about mental health care, and I have no qualifications to talk about mental health care.
Can you imagine such a world?
Yeah.
It's so
it
silly.
would just be ridiculous.
As if you hadn't earned those qualifications.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
I'm qualified. I have a PhD.
Jacob has a therapist? Oh.
I have a PhD. But if I didn't have those qualifications, it would be silly.
No, but this is something that I get where Justin's at. And I agree with what you were just saying, Nick, because I think one thing you've also added in there is there does need to be nuanced conversations, right? Because there's a lot of families, like, Justin talks about their youngest. Yeah, we would consider that person somebody that is experiencing some of the distresses that come with this and is going to require support and is going to require extra help. And so there's a fine line between therefore dehumanizing them and making them less than versus treating them like a dignified member of the human families and saying like, hey, that's one of our people and we're going to take care of them, right? There's also people that have fucking IBS. That just like, yep, they just have a gastrointestinal problem and like they can't eat the things you eat and like their life is going to look different. They're going to need special accommodations or whatever the fuck. Like, okay, great. Like we don't need to constantly be like, scapegoating them or be like, oh, that's the worst possible thing that could happen to you. It's like, or we could just all fucking chill out and just give them breaks, like let them go take a shit when they need to take a shit.
That being said, everyone should be tolerant of lactose.
Okay, yeah.
Everyone just needs to get on board.
The intolerance
be tolerant with lactose.
Yeah.
We will not condone this intolerance any further.
That's right.
Yes.
You know what? I'm that's the hill we'll die on. I think
This podcast has needed a cause. I'm glad we found it.
Lactose intolerance. Tolerate lactose.
Now tolerate lactose.
You knew what you were doing when you wrote into the show, Justin.
You did that, Justin.
You literally wrote his life coach jingle. This is your fault. No, but I love this letter because, and Justin kind of says it like, look, I realize I'm kind of just sharing more than I'm asking any questions. But like, how do we, try to get through that? And I think I love this point that you made, Nick. Like it takes people getting out there and being visible with autism. Mm-hmm. And, autism, those who live with autism, it doesn't lend itself to people that would go into performance roles that you'd see in popular media. Mm-hmm. But you will find plenty of them at fucking NASA. Absolutely. You'll see them like curing goddamn diseases and like, putting things together.
And even with me,
and they have huge dicks.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I've heard.
Even with me giving that advice, I don't like that advice because to be
Why?
representative and to be out there and to just own it. The thing I don't like about it is that you shouldn't have to do that.
Exactly.
Right. Like if I've got something that I'm dealing with internally, I shouldn't have to be a spokesperson for it. I shouldn't have to put myself out there. I shouldn't have to open myself up to the shit that's going on in my life. Or
if you want to, perfectly fine.
Absolutely. If I decide that this is the thing that I want to promote and I want to use my energy towards this cause.
But you don't have to be a spokesperson for autism if you're on the spectrum.
Exactly. You shouldn't be forced to do that.
You shouldn't be expected to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but that's just in history. That's how change has been made. Yeah, and you're
sure.
right. Like
people get forced into it.
You have to.
Oh, no, people must be allowed to represent themselves if they so choose to.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't be forced into it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. There was a point where this group had asked me to do a talk on personality disorders. and I was really intimidated by it because I was like, oh boy, I don't love doing personality disorder treatment. I just don't.
I know.
There's a lot of weird stuff that goes along with the diagnosis of it. I just don't feel good about it. But I told them, like, I'll tentatively consider it. And I bought this really good deep dive book into the history of personality disorders. And one of the things that really fascinated me about the book is it was talking about how in many ways personality disorders are just fucking make-believe because they essentially only matter if the culture doesn't like the behavior of the human. But it was talking about, and it mentioned also neurodiversity in the book, and it said, like, autism. If you could go back in history and you could diagnose all of like 18th century Prussia with autism, because so like what are the mannerisms, like, right, subdued, like, emotionally disconnected, like not picking up on social cues. That was an entire culture, like that was an entire group of people that, if you wanted
to get even into even tougher situations, you talk about things like Joseph Smith, right? Repeating the same Mormon story in slightly different words and different ways. I've had several Mormon friends talk to me about how, like, language experts have studied Joseph Smith's speakings that were written down for him, and said, "Oh, this can't be something that he was making up. This is as it looks like something that he was reading, and not just making up as he was saying it." If you know the Mormon story, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. And the first thing that I watched somebody having that conversation was. Or he could have been on the autistic spectrum.
Right. Yeah.
Because that also explains this completely.
Right. And that's what's so fascinating about it is, like, when we come up with these words to describe characteristics, personality traits, it's a dangerous game to play because this goes back to, like, when is something a quote-unquote disorder? And this goes to Whitney's point about
because
the first
Joseph
person
Smith
to
was
walk up.
apparently doing just fine.
Yeah, like when do we diagnose
Not a religion.
it? Like, red hair is a genetic deviation that can only happen in certain genetic codes, right? But, like, we don't look at it as an abomination necessarily, though the gingers are, an untrustworthy and terrible people. But yeah, like you look at, like, that quality and you say, okay, this is a genetic variation, but we say, look, it's an outlier, but it's within the normal wild realm of how humans will appear. And, like, that doesn't need to be diagnosed. It doesn't need to be pathologized. And I think on this show for years, it's one of the things that we've often said is, like, we don't like the weaponization of mental health. We don't like pathologizing typical human behavior. In the past, we've talked about not everybody has to be a narcissist. You could just say he's an asshole. Like, that's just something humans can be. Yeah. And it's interesting because, like, there's I think a good argument to be made of, is autism even something that deserves a word that sounds mental healthy? Can't it just be a personality type? Can't it just be a way the brain works? And I think that's what neurodivergence is trying to do, is try to, like, enter a space where we say, what if we could talk about, like, atypical neurological ways as a personality trait instead of, like, pathologizing this as a disease? What if we save disease talk for impairment? Like, the person who is actually impaired, they're nonverbal, like that, yes, okay, this is causing clinical significant distress in their life. Great. Now let's treat those symptoms and that reality. But maybe we don't need to pathologize everything about the person.
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of the solution too. I don't know.
Yep.
Or we just put worms in everybody's heads. I think that's...
I like that.
If you fight... the only thing that could stop a bad guy with a worm in his head
is a good guy with a worm in his
That's
head.
right. That's how we solve this problem.
Or a good worm with a bad guy in its head.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Okay. Playing some air
Think
trumpet.
about it.
Ooh, putting the man in the worm.
What about the hot dog in the
I
liquor
just tried
bottle
to
out
do
there?
lip trumpet.
Yeah.
And I can't do it. My throat literally wouldn't make the noise.
She said,
Your lip trumpet.
It just went...
Jake.
I could usually do that.
we are going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're wrapping up the show. You are listening to Pod Therapy.
Today's episode is brought to you by Jake Schneider, Malia, Richard Macy, Sonny Boy, Thunder, Cougar, Falcon, Scoop, Slipper K, Motherfucker, Sandra McWaffle, Alina, Gabriella Dame, Adam Warren, and B-Gay Do Crimes. If you'd like to sponsor the show, become a therapy producer at patreon.com/therapy.
Well, as we wrap up the show, I want to remind you, you can sign up at patreon.com/therapy. You can get our extended show ad-free a day early, as well as enjoy our live chat Discord community and our spontaneous deep dives, interviews, skill shares, research roundups, and rants. And it was so funny because as we were hanging out with people at Scoopfest, I would notice I'd have a conversation with somebody and get along with them really well. And then all of a sudden I'd get a notification on my phone that somebody just became a therapal or a therapod. and I'd see their name and be like, oh, that's so cool.
That's
like,
awesome.
I'm just hanging out with this dude Nate, and then all of a sudden he's like, boop, and I'm like, cool, man.
Jim out there doing the work.
Yeah.
Fun random Scoopfest story. So you guys were all teased. The Liberty University bit showed up a lot.
Yeah.
And so one of the Scoops comes up to me and goes, hey, bro, I've never listened to your show. I went to Liberty University too.
No.
And I was like, shut the fuck up.
Y'all
He's
had
like,
a
yeah, I
reunion.
worked there, man. And so like we were just
No.
sitting there trading war stories. He has the same bachelor's as me. It was in biblical
Really?
studies and religion.
Well, to be
It's
fair,
so
they don't
cool.
offer a different one.
Yeah, that's right.
I was
That's right.
just
That's
wondering,
the only
like,
one
wait,
they have that way.
I thought they all were
So
that.
we ended up in this huge
It's on that
like,
one or
sidebar
being a woman.
conversation. Yeah,
those
that's
are
right.
those are the two degrees they have.
That's right.
It's
That's
the only
Pregnancy.
university in
Yeah.
the world where they still have home ec classes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was
I'm
really
mastered in
funny.
pie bacon.
Yeah. And so he's like asking me questions about it. And
You
he's
have
like,
my attention.
He's like, is this something you don't talk about like in the podcast world? I was like, no, I did a whole deep dive on it. Like, because, like all my friends are atheists and like, I don't know what the fuck I am. And this comes up a lot. And so like, I've recorded a whole thing where I try to figure that shit out. And he was like, is this on your Patreon? And I was like, yeah. And then like 5 minutes later, ding.
Someone
cool.
else, when Liberty was mentioned, they were like, oh wait, Jim did go there? I was like, yes.
Oh,
like,
yeah, no, somebody, yeah.
Yeah, someone behind us.
If he hadn't actually gone there, it wouldn't be nearly as funny a joke.
Like they were shocked. They're like, oh, I did not know. I thought that was a
is
joke. I was
great.
like, no, he went there.
And
Like, I didn't know people actually went there.
again, I came to your defense.
Oh,
I
thank you.
did the Lord's work this weekend.
you just weren't there to see it, Jim, because you were in your car.
Because
Why were there only one
I
set of
did-
footprints in the sand, Nick?
Because Jesus was carrying his wife so that he could get some beer.
Yeah.
No, I did clarify. The PhD is legit.
Thank you.
He did
When I
his-
had it.
The master.
Yeah, well.
Jacob's PhD is legit.
You know what? I don't think we need his master's. It's from Liberty. So,
Yeah, I know. That was the bit. Yeah,
not
I
worth
don't want
it.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep that shit. That just
I haven't even
tarnished my
tried for that
PhD.
one. I'm going to get yours, but I haven't even tried for
Oh
Jim's.
shit! Yeah, mine's legit. So don't
I
do
thought yours
that.
from like a Texas Baptist school or something like that.
My undergrad, my
Oh, shit.
bachelor's, my
All right.
master's is UT
Never mind.
Arlington.
It doesn't matter because the Texas Bible School or whatever is still less
yeah,
Bible-y than
you're-
Liberty.
It is.
Just
I had to
not
take
wrong.
like 2 Bible
You're
classes.
just not
That
wrong.
was it.
So we've got some new friends who signed up for the Therapy at patreon.com/therapy, Nick.
We got a new Therapal, Sherry Phillips.
Welcome,
Woo,
Sherry.
Welcome.
Sherry.
We got 2 new Therapods. Emily Cope. Welcome, Emily.
Welcome.
And Nate Wall.
There he is. Hi, Nate.
Hey, Nate.
Hi, Nate from Liberty.
Nate,
We
Liberty
got
Walk.
some new pterodactyls, too. We got
cool.
Milk Boy.
Milk Boy.
I think I'm pronouncing that right.
Feels right.
And Blip Lop.
Oh my god, that's fun.
So I was
Blip
talking to
flop.
Adam Rabiznik, and
Adam what?
Yeah, and this
Keep
is
going.
exactly what it was about.
I'm so
And
glad you're
Adam
bringing
was
this
like,
up.
"Hey, have you figured out how to say my last name yet?" And I said Rabiznik. And he's like, "There's literally not even an N in it. Like, what the fuck?" And I was like, "Yeah, this is hopeless." He goes, "I know. That's why I upgraded my Patreon to Pterodactyl so that Whitney would be the one reading my name."
Because
once a
I read
month."
the pterodactyl. He
'cause
goes, she
reads
said it right.
dactyls.
And I want to hear my name
I was like,
said
that
right.
is
I'm like,
hilarious.
fuck yeah.
I was like, so your choices were like quit patroning the show or upgrade, and I basically extorted you into an upgrade by ruining your name. He's like, yeah.
And that
Checks
deal's-
out.
That deal goes for all of our listeners.
That's right.
The more you pay,
Yeah.
the more effort we will
The
put
more
into it.
correct
A
we will
better
be.
reader will get to read your name. That's
We will respect you.
a more intelligent host will read the name.
And hey, if you get onto one of those bigger levels, the studio might even get named after you for a special
Oh,
episode.
We
yeah.
need to run that.
We should do
That's
I
a
think
great
that's
bit.
a thing.
Yeah.
But this is the
A
first
very special
episode of
episode.
the next month, and so we always like to thank all of our theropods and therodactyls, and of course we thank our producers and partners every single episode. But theropods, thank you the Dark Lord himself, Jim's Fascia, University Jeff, Robert Paulson, Richard Bruins, Linda Brandmeier, Scoop Chernot, Joseph Pengrazio, Corey Owens, Christine Phillips, Gavin Bristow, Carrie Terhark, Kiwi Fruit Scoop, Take It Easy Podcast, James K, Craig Little, Jim Hunter, Scoopatron, Todd Canfield, Felicia Butler, David Sorensen, Shayla Bullock, Lauren Izzo, Katie Chiwakowski, Mats Lenegren, Adam Petanuzzo, Lee Popsicle, Scoopator Ascending, That Josh Guy, What Weekend, Mama Ninja Scoop, James Dawson, Sarah Olo, Grumpy Lakemead Park Ranger, Sam Buck, Karen McCulloch, Chemist, Lila, Kelly Gagner, Nippy, Matthew Johnson, Brian Emra, Alec Lancaster. Okay, so Julius Kappel. I met him. He's German.
Time out.
And he's great. And so he comes up and he goes, so listen, I'm German. You've been saying my name wrong the whole time. And I'm like, of course I have.
Yeah.
Nobody's surprised.
No news
And
there.
so I was like, well, how do I say your last name? It's not Kappel. And he's like, no, it's insert
Kappel?
correct pronunciation.
Oh.
I don't remember what he said.
Probably
And so I
Capel.
said, I'm just going to keep running with Capel
Capel.
because
I was
I
gonna
don't
say
remember.
Capel.
It might have been
But it's
Capel.
not?
Capel show.
Think German.
I believe he's from Cologne, Germany.
Capel. He is. Yeah. I overheard him tell me that.
Capel.
Yeah, very
You
sweet man.
overheard him
I
tell
like
you
Julius very much. I overheard him tell me that to my face.
And he
Does
can't
that mean
remember.
that he was talking to you and you weren't paying
Yeah,
attention?
essentially.
And you still
I was
managed to
drifting
glean
in and
that piece
out.
of information?
Yeah.
Okay.
I gathered this. Anyway, Julius is a really cool guy. JD Congan, Drew Helligy, A Literal Pickle, Matthias Vandebrandt, Ken Tinsley, Flindy, Smells Funny, Joel McMillan, Matthew Kubik, Duffy, the AMFT Therapist Bear. Woo! Yay! Chad, the Safety Lad, Walker Fluke, Tim Mystery, Philip Guyton, Kierka Grimm, Almost Dr. Nurse Joey, Kristen, that's it. Kristen Robbins, Freya Lawson, Trisha Ortiz, Melissa L. Geisler, Christopher DeGursey, Scott A., Mississippi Hippie, DJ Sewert, Patty Glad, Fifi, Anthony Camarada, Heather W., Kyle, Kate Police, David Williams, Trontastic, Eric Dyer, Buddy Dobbins, Kerna Pillar, Glitch Scoop, Nathan Mookie, Stephen Landon, Bug Nuts, Aleda Belaze, Mysterious Annalid, Manuel Cavazos, Kenneth Wong, John Finlayson, Adam Belaze, Persephone Hazard, Robert Cole, K. Pizzle Dizzle Lizzle Mizzle, Carmen Perry, KJ, Mr. Poth, Temporary Reality, Syncytium, Jeff Darnell, Jamibi, Jacob Hurt, Ben Sherman, Ray J. Shark, Recreated, Silka Daniels, What Does Scoop Mean? K. Trauma, Sherry Hare,
She made it.
5
Hey.
gold rings, Jacob Billingsley, Alex Jardine, Dylan Colopy, Wolfie05, Chris Courtney, Dale the King, Ainsling Carton, Cedar Hayden, Adam Goff, Linus Hakkasan, I think, I don't care, Kevin Tribe, Livy, Terrible Tay, Grace, Itty Bitty Chicken Farmer, Sam, K. Matthews, John Caravadas, Chill Food, Zachary W., The Listician, Squabby, Scoop Bucky, Nate Walk, Joriva, Emily Cope, Charm City Therapist, Almonda Nora, nailed it, Fishbum Fish, Foxy Sally, Zelda Ray Skywalker, Cloudy Pies, Hunter McRae, whose ass I am beating in fantasy football this week. Take your beating, Hunter. Joshua Schultz, Hannah Amaya, Neck Pubes, Matthew Connor, Winter Scoop, Andreo CCS, The Whittle Shitty Titty Kitty, Fun Crapper, Renee G, Kyle Sharton, and Joseph Wagner. This list is huge, and that tells me that means that Nick finally found everybody's names in Patreon and got them on the list. Woo! But if you donate to our show at the Therapod level and you are not hearing your name, please message us, podtherapyguys@gmail.com, or message us through the Patreon. We will get it fixed.
We also have our Pterodactyls, Dirty Bees, Scoop Brady, Ice Blue Scoop, Brian Lehman, Andrea Anderson, Frozen Cusser, Lori Elsroth, Polygon, Cy Shawnagon, Scoopy Just, Okie Scoop, Dank Butta, Brooks Lyle, Adam Ribchick, Lovely Spark. Oh no.
Rib Chick. Okay.
Yeah.
I believe it's
Okay.
pronounced Rabiznik.
That's what I
I believe it's pronounced Rabiznik.
That's what I overheard with my ears whenever he was
Sierra
telling me
is
that.
just fine. Jim and Manu, the offices of counselor and counselor, Blip Blop, a crusty croissant, Casey fucking Minter, yes, Milk Boy, Momi Damate.
Nice.
Yeah, some of these, when they get copied and pasted or they get moved,
Oh, yeah,
They're
yeah.
not
The
right.
formatting fucks
the
up.
formatting changes.
Yeah, so
Okay.
whenever you guys hear me screwing up on words, it's not because I don't know how to say
There's
words.
symbols.
There's not English
There's lots of
characters in there. It's like the
symbols.
copyright sign and like upside down
Andreas
things.
is one.
Yeah,
and then
these are,
the-
it's like your names are written in
the
fucking
other
winged.
We're
one, I
good
have
at
no
this.
idea
We're
what that
real
one is.
good.
It's not my fault, goddammit. We'd also like to thank the
Kind of
benevolent,
is.
revered, generous, and flagrantly pro-therapy diehards who love you all so much they give till it hurts. The TheraPartners, pick it! And we'd like to especially thank our bosses, the mysterious and shrouded Illuminati members of our fan club, the TheraProducers. Thank you, Jake Schneider, Myra, Robert Brownie Jr., Mint, Smitty Scoop, Richard fucking Macy, Judy Schneider, Malia, Leon Kassab, Carolyn Albert. So at some point, Jake Schneider comes up to me, he goes, I was doing something silly. He goes, bro, are you high right now? And I was like, I gave Judy a hug an hour ago, so I think I got a contact high on that. He was like, yes.
I'll do it.
Malia, Leon Kassab, Carolyn Albert, Kevin Chamberlain, Tess Miller, Dan Martin, Sammy Scoop, Slurpy Kai, motherfucker, Ben Stanley slapping your face, Sarah Smith, Adam Hathaway, Byler T, Mike Helm, Oscar Swanrose, Paris, A Sunny Boy, Darren Cunningham, Lib, Sandra McWaffle, Team Monaco, Thunder Cougar, Falcon Scoop, Heyo, Hannah Marie, Andrew Langmead, Emma Tonka, and Pony Soprano, Alina, Cody DeLorean Guy, Brady Malachik, Chick Fellatio, Gabriel Adame, Sean Sutherland, Max the Ginger Scoop, Chad Mag, Adam Warren, Anka LaPrince, Sam Cohn, B. Gay Do Crimes, and Ellie O'Dare.
If you would like to hear this episode uncut and unedited,
And why wouldn't you?
and enjoy our spontaneous side projects, go to patreon.com/therapy. And thank you for supporting mental health.
That's all the time we got for this week's session. We would like to thank our landlord, Sherry O'Hare Studios.
Yeah.
I think I just added O'Hare, too. I don't think that's an airport, isn't it?
Sherry
I
Hair.
keep adding an O to it
Do you
as
do it
well.
as well?
Just Sherry
Okay.
Hair.
Fuck her. Let's just add an O'Hare.
O'Hare.
She's Irish now. She accepts that shit. Remember, Pod
She's
Therapy
really
is
going to be
Sherry
mad we
O'Hare.
can't get her name right.
Why do you finance the show, Sherry?
We love you.
offer
Don't
nothing.
leave. Please don't leave.
We are not good enough for you. You can do better. Anyway, you should tag us on the socials. It's at PodTherapyGuys on Instagram, Threads, and Twitter, /PodTherapy on Facebook and Blue Sky. Don't forget all the extra goodies at patreon.com/therapy.
Do you want to support the show? Ask anonymously. Send us stuff
Next
at
week.
patreon.net.
Nope. PodTherapy.net.
PodTherapyGuys@gmail.com.
PodTherapyGuys@gmail.com.
Click the link. I'm Nick.
Whitney.
I'm Jim.
It's time for bed.
Time for bed.
Good night.
It is almost 8 p.m.
Yeah.
I'm ready for bed.
It is
It's
getting. It
not
is
8
10
yet.
till 8 p.m.
It's not
That
8
can't be
yet.
right.
Oh my
It's
god.
impossible. Goodbye, everybody.
Are you guys gonna go visit anyone? Like, do you have anybody that you're really looking forward to visiting?
She is a hot, supple 19-year-old.
Ah, Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, that'll be fun, Jim.
Oh, God. So many people are
Scoopfest.
walking around Scoopfest with gym drops that they have personally cut out, and they're just walking around playing them. And I'm
Oh,
like,
there
please
was
don't send
one.
those to
I have
Jacob.
that one on my phone.
Oh, I want to
'cause
hear.
I sent it to
oh.
you.
Yeah, because Jacob
Okay.
sent it to me.
I did.
Yeah.
I got a real clean.
She is a hot, supple 19-year-old.
It's real clean.
That is
Oh my
the
God.
cleanest.
Clean.
That is the, I think,
That sounds
I
like
think
you're
we,
warming up for a speech.
we
a hot,
all
supple
felt it.
19-year-old.
Yeah.
in the room.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, we're going to sit quiet.
Nobody's
It's
fuck
happening.
this up.
It's
Everybody
happening.
shut the fuck up.
Nobody step on that. Let him get it all out.
We're going to
Thanks,
shut
guys.
the fuck up.
Oh, goodbye, everybody.
Bye.